Okay. Did this work? I don't think it worked, chat. I don't think I'm live. Wait, I am live. I fixed it. YouTube is live. Boom. I'm live right now. Alright, let me go to Notepad and open up my tags. Live. Manage videos. Live. You guys can't see this, can you? Okay, just making sure. I want you guys to know the secret to my amazing content. I already have my tags here. Back to channel content. Show more. Show more. Okay. And then change this to probably this. Save. All right. Is it done? Are we done? Oh, okay. Now we can react. Sorry, chat. I was scared. I was scared I was shut down off YouTube. YouTube is my favorite platform. I love YouTube. Please don't take me down. Sorry, YouTube. Okay. First, before we react, should we look at PCs? Should we look at what constitutes a good PC, maybe? It's a laptop. That's a monitor. I want to say laptop. Gaming desktop PC. All right. So this is like top of the end. This is $4,000. To me, this is like top of the end, right? This is a top of the end Ryzen PC, full Ryzen, full AMD PC. This is also a Ryzen, but this is a lower end. Is it RX? PC part picker. All right, guys, we're going to the next one. All right, chat, we're gonna put together our PC live on stream right now. Canada, buddy. Choose a CPU. So there's this, and then there's this. I think one of these is for gaming, one of these isn't for gaming. I can't tell which one's for what. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. Because they both have different numbers, but I think that's because they're meant to hit different loads. Zen 5, Zen 4. Oh no, one's just older than the other. But I don't get why this one focuses more on core. Because from what I understand, Intel focuses on core boost, whatever this means. Which means maybe you can set it to like a certain boost. Like this, like the person using could set to that. Not integrated graphics. Micro architecture. Yorkfield. Bulldozer. Performance core boost clock. TDP. 280 watts. That's a beefy CPU. And I don't know anything about none of that. Holy. Oh my god. I don't know what else there might be. Oh, this one. Okay, so this one's What? I'm so confused. 220 watts? Like, that's insane. What's like the one that I was looking at earlier? This one? These ones? So this one's the old version of this one, right? Wait. Wait, I'm confused. Ryzen 7? There's a Ryzen 9? Isn't 9 newer than 7? And then this is... I'm so confused. Yo, someone has to explain how Ryzen... Yo, how do Ryzen chip names...
There are so many CPUs in the market right now, and you may be confused as to which one to get. So many different names, it's confusing. Well, I'm here to help you. AMD CPUs are called Ryzen, and they all start with 4 different numbers: 3, 5, 7, and 9. They each cover a certain level: entry level, mid-range, high-end, and enthusiast.
Okay. So if I'm building, I'm looking at 7 to 9, probably, because I want to stream. What do I have in my PC right now? My PC. About your PC. I have 4 gigabytes of my GPU. It's actually not bad. Oh no, it's 2.9. Wait, no. It's counting my integrated, isn't it? I have a Ryzen 7 laptop variation.
There's also the Ryzen Threadripper. However, this CPU isn't really meant for gaming, it's more for workstations and machine learning stuff. Let's take this CPU for example, the Ryzen 7 7900X3D. 7 indicates that this is a high-end CPU. Now what do the other 4 numbers mean? The first digit is the generation. The second digit is its performance. This can go from 9 to 8 to 7 to basically the higher the number is, the better it performs. And the last 2 digits are just variations of this. This can either be 00 or 50. And lastly, there are suffixes. AMD can either provide X, G, or X3D, or none at all. And there you go. I'll talk about Intel in a different...
Wait, what's X3D? X, good for gaming. X3D. Get good for gaming. So this is good for gaming. This not so much good for gaming because F is for hey buddy, what's F for? Bro, what's F? What about F? What about F? What about F? K supports overclocking, F doesn't support overclocking, no integrated graphics. X3DK? Is that what we want? I have an H. I have a 4800H. I have a high-end mobile card. It's actually not bad. The only issue with my laptop is the monitor doesn't work. And I keep fucking... Like, how do you blue screen of death while streaming fucking Brave, bro? Like, while streaming a browser. Like, that's insane. To me, that's insane. Alright, let's look at price. We're gonna go from lowest to highest. So, the generation we're looking for is like generation 7, 8, right? Oh, we need to watch a video about Intel too. 7 or 8, bro. What's this? I don't think we want that. This is for like graphic effects, I think, right? FX, general use, F, doesn't support overclocking and no integrated graphics. I don't think we want anything with F in it. I think F is bad. Because we want something that's going to last a bit. Like, we want something that's going to last us some time, right? If we build this, like, this is like a, not a dream PC, but like, this is a PC that we're going to be streaming on for a bit. Because I don't want to keep fucking ending stream because my computer crashes. That's insane to me. This is good. Oh, this is $400. What? No. Yeah, yen. All right, let's look at these again. What's X stand for again? Bro, I keep forgetting. General use. We want something that's X3D. 3D cache good for gaming. Best deals. Lowest price. $600. Okay, we need to search up what do Intel CPU letters mean? I need to know. I know like I9, like the, but I don't know what everything means, you know. Oh, this seems like it's gonna be boring radio. Oh no, it isn't. It's the same guy.
13700, 13400, 13900, KS.
Hiya, what is this KFS? KFC ah? I wanna cry already yeah.
Hey, relax lah. Let me explain. Intel core product have separated their models
Guys, I
into
might be
several
racist.
versions. We have the standard series, K,
This might not
F,
be the same guy.
KF, and KS. Let's go through them one by one. First, we have the standard series. This is the starting one. It is the all-rounder. You can use it for normal web browsing or
Guys,
video
I might
editing
actually
without
be
any
racist.
issue. However, you can't manually change the settings to increase the speed. In other words, they aren't overclockable. Next is the K series. It is the same as the standard,
Hidden gold,
but it solved an issue we had before.
Intel.
It is overclockable. You can increase
Please, bro.
Have you ever wondered how Intel names their GPUs? Well, even
No, how do they name popular? How do they name their CPUs? Oh, AMD.
have you ever wondered?
Do you still not know all the connections to your PC?
There are so many CPUs in the market right now, and you may be confused. There are so many CPUs in the market right now, and you may be confused as to which one to get. So many different names, it's confusing. Well, I'm here to help you. Intel CPUs are called the Intel Core lineup. The next number usually ranges from i3, i5, i7, and i9. They cover entry-level, mid-range, high-end, and enthusiast. The next 1 or 2 digits, depending if your CPU has 4 digits or 5 digits, is the generation. For example, in this case, this is the 7th generation, and in this case, this is the 13th generation. The last 3 remaining numbers simply mean the performance level. The higher this number is, the better it is. Next is the suffixes. Intel has a lot more suffixes compared to AMD. K means it's unlocked for overclocking. G means it has integrated graphics. F means it requires an external graphics card. KF means it's unlocked for overclocking like K, but like F needs an external graphics card. U means low power laptops. H means powerful laptops. HX and HK are the highest of highs of laptops. And T means power efficient. Here's the entire
None of these are 3D.
Your computer doesn't boot after you've inserted.
There are so many CPUs.
Okay, we're gonna like it.
There are so many CPUs.
Like this one. There we go. So I'm confused, chat. There's no with a 3D cache. Alright, what if we go back to his channel? We watch the one about GPUs.
Have you ever wondered how
Do you still not know all the connections to your
Have you ever wondered how AMD names their GPUs? Well, let me help you. First comes the series. These can either be Radeon, Radeon Pro, or Instinct. Radeon is the one you'll see everywhere. It's mostly sold for gaming GPUs. Radeon Pro is mostly for workstations. And Instinct is mostly for servers and
we're
AR
looking for
learning
Radeon.
stations. Next is the prefixes. Honestly, if you're just a gamer, you'll just see RX. But there's also those like Pro, which is for workstations like I mentioned earlier, and same with Instinct.
Radeon
Next is the
RX.
generation number. You'll see some RX 5000 series, 7000 series, and so on. Next is the performance tier. 600 or below usually means entry level, 700 usually means mid-range, and 800 to 900 usually means high-end and enthusiast. The last two numbers can also be changed. This basically means it's a different model of that card. Next comes suffixes. Notably, you'll see XT or XTX. XT basically means it's
Guys,
a
I don't feel like I learned anything. This is too
better,
much.
more enhanced version of the
This is too
original
much for me
base
right now,
model.
chat. This is too much. This is too much. I think we should be just looking at pre-builds and then building our PC based off what the pre-build has or some shit. Starforged, Lance Gaming PC. Save $600. Save $600. I know the 5060 ain't a bad card. Right? What? What? Man. Let's talk to Grok. We're tired. Let's talk to Grok. Yeah, buddy, help. Yeah. Alright, Grok, can you help me build a PC, buddy?
What exactly are you looking to build, mate?
A PC, a computer. A PC, a computer. A PC, a computer. What mic is he using? Hello? Hey Grok, can you help me build a PC?
Absolutely. What you aiming for? Budget gaming rig, workstation, something small form factor?
Something that's around $15,000 Canadian max.
That's a solid
No,
budget.
whoa, wait, no, I mean $1,500 Canadian.
Ah, right. 1500 makes more sense. Still decent for a strong build. You want to focus on gaming,
shit.
productivity? Cool. Aiming for what kind of performance? Like 1440p gaming or more general use?
Live streaming at least 1080p gaming.
Got it. 1080p gaming and streaming. We'll want a solid CPU for that. Something like a Ryzen 7 560X. Pair it with a decent GPU, say an RTX 4070 or 4070 Super to handle encoding and smooth frames. At 1500 Canadian, after getting a motherboard, 16 gigs of DDR4 or 5 RAM, 500 watt or 600 watt gold-rated PSU, and an SSD, you're looking at a reliable setup that can stream without much hassle. Want me to break it down part by part?
Can you say that again, but the numbers so it's easier to copy and paste?
Ryzen 7 5700X.
Thank you, brother.
No worries, mate. Ryzen 7 5700X for solid streaming power. RTX 4070 to handle gaming and encoding nicely. Grab a B550 motherboard, 16 gigs of 2596 MHz RAM or faster, a good 550 to 600 watt gold PSU, and a 500 gig or 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. That'll keep things smooth. Need help sourcing deals?
What are the newest series of Ryzen 7 called?
The newest Ryzen 7 series is the 7000, with the 9000 series just hitting shelves too, both on Zen 4 and Zen 5 architecture for killer performance.
How much better is that than the 5700X that you recommended?
Oh man, the 7000 and 9000 series are a big step up from the 5700X. Think about 30 to 50% better overall, especially in single-core stuff for gaming and multi-threaded tasks like streaming. The 7700X pulls around 20 to 30% gains in most benchmarks, while the 9700X pushes it further with even better efficiency on that Zen 5 tech. For your budget though, the 5700X still crushes 1080p streaming without breaking the bank. Upgrading might eat into your GPU cache.
What is more important, the CPU or GPU for live streaming and gaming?
For live streaming and gaming at 1080p, the CPU edges out as more important, because it'll handle the encoding if you're using software like OBS, plus game logic and multitasking. That said, the GPU can't lag too much, or your frames tank. It's a team effort, but I'd prioritize CPU first with a strong GPU right after.
Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
No problem. Glad we're on the same page. CPU's your anchor for smooth streams. Get that right, and the rest follows easier.
Yeah, chat. The most important thing is the CPU because it's the brain of the PC. But for gaming, the GPU is super important because it helps with rendering what's going on. There's an X3D. $170. This is the #1 bestseller right now. Okay, we'll open these two. And then go back to the budget one. There was a different budget one. What does X mean again, brother? General use. XT. Is there an XT? This is general use. I mean, this will work. General use is good because I have I'm streaming as well. Like I'm not just gaming. Right? 5800 XT. This is Canadian dollar price? I have it set to Canadian dollar, so it should. 249. I also should look at Canada Computers. Canada Computers is very valid to look at. $9700X. $9700. This isn't much more expensive, right? Wait, what was the one I was looking at? This one. 250. 9600X. What's better, the Ryzen? Wait. What is the question? Ryzen 5 9600X. Or Ryzen 7 5700X. Hey Grok, what's better? The Ryzen 5 5700X or 9600X, or the Ryzen 7 5700X?
For your 1080p gaming and streaming setup, the Ryzen 7 5700X takes the crown. It's got 8 cores and 16 threads to chew through encoding and multitasking.
Oh, there's
way
less
better.
cores.
Sure. What's on your mind?
Sorry, you can resume.
No sweat. Anyway, where were we? Ah yeah, the Ryzen 7 5700X's extra cores really help with streaming overhead, while the 9600X is newer and faster per core, but might struggle more under heavy load. If you can stretch a bit, the 75700X is still the smarter pick for your needs right now.
What parts are the most important if I want to make sure my PC will not be outdated?
Prioritize the platform that'll live long. Snag an AM5 motherboard with the Ryzen 7 5700X if you want future upgrades without a full rebuild. But honestly, the GPU like that RTX 4070 holds more sway in keeping games looking fresh over time. RAM speed at DDR5 if you go AM5, and a big SSD too. Those age slower.
Is this good?
Yeah, that's a solid foundation, especially if you're thinking
Is
ahead.
this good info,
The
chat?
AM5 platform means you can drop in newer Ryzen chips later without swapping
Or
boards,
C-Cap?
which is smart for staying current. Pair that with a decent GPU and fast RAM, and you're set for years without feeling outdated too quick.
I feel like he might be capping. Alright, let me move my thing over here. Let me close this. Can I move this back here? Okay, move this back here. Wait, let me look back at my PC. About your PC. What am I missing? Ooh. 3.8 gigahertz, 2.4 gigahertz. Wait, I'll look at PC part builder. Performance core boost. Okay, what does performance core boost clock mean? What does bitch? What does performance core boost clock mean on PC part picker?
It's basically the max speed a CPU core can hit when it's under heavy load and everything's optimal, like a burst of extra power for tough tasks. Doesn't mean it'll stay there all the time though, since it ramps up and down to keep temps in check.
Do you think AMD or Intel is better?
For your streaming and gaming focus, AMD's got the edge right now. Their Ryzen chips run cooler, often cheaper for the core count, and that 7700 series is a beast for multitasking. Intel's still great, especially if you want max single-core pop, but AMD just feels more balanced for what you're after.
Ryzen 7.
Ryzen 7's a solid core, especially the 5700X. 8 cores mean you won't choke on streams or background stuff, and it's got plenty of grunt for 1080p gaming. Keep an eye on cooling though, it'll push hard and likes to stay happy.
What's better for GPUs, NVIDIA or AMD?
For your 1080p gaming and streaming, NVIDIA's the winner hands down. Their NVNC encoder is a lifesaver for smooth streams without taxing your CPU, and stuff like Reflex keeps input lag low. AMD's Radeon cards are solid value and run cooler sometimes, but NVIDIA just edges it for creator workflows like yours.
What's like the main difference?
The biggie is encoding. NVIDIA's hardware encoder offloads streaming from your CPU way better, so games stay smooth, even when you're live. AMD's gotten better, but their software encoding still leans more on the CPU, which can stutter things under load.
That's the encoder in OBS. Okay, sorry, it took me a second to understand. But I instantly understood when you repeated it. Okay. So this is now 2 generations old. So is this. And they're around the same price as some of these ones I'm also looking at that are around, like, you know what I mean? So I might as well get something that's going to last me a long time, right? 3.4 gigahertz, 4.2. I mean, these are really close too, though. I think if I go with something like this, live stream build. We're gonna just like make a hypothetical, like, almost god tier PC. Not almost, like something that's like almost affordable, almost god tier, like something. Now we want to search up AM5. AM5. Right? And then price lowest. Now we probably want to go for, actually, you know what? We're gonna go by rating. We want something that has no like negative ratings. Like this has a lot of positive ratings somehow. And are any of these on sale? Is there anything also with sale? Best selling. A lot of people like these. Form factor. Oh, the form factor matters. True. Motherboard. Memory max. 192 gigs should be enough for me, right? 192 gigs. Like for me, I'm thinking 32 gigs. Just because I'm streaming. Because I don't think 16 gigs is enough. Honestly. Like I've had 16 gigs on this laptop. I think it's because I'm using Windows. Maybe if I switch to a better software like Steam. Maybe. ASRock. Micro ATX. DDR5. This might be the play. Except it's micro. Like this is a small PC build, right? Like form factor is the PC size, like the actual size of the like case. So maybe we should open case first. Maybe we should choose a case first. Type. Pedestal. ATX full tower. Actually, price lowest. Let's go price lowest. Let's look for a case. It's gonna be hard to find a case that we like this, isn't it? Isn't it? Let's go best ratings. And we'll go for the most ratings. Something that has a lot of ratings and it's high tier. Lian Li. This one's expensive though. For a case, $17.99. I mean, this is what your whole PC is gonna be in, you know? Like that's important. Is there a way to look at it? It's full glass. Oh, that's scary. Ooh. That's scary. Is it hardened glass? Tempered glass. Okay. I've seen tempered glass. Have I seen tempered glass break? Oh, I've seen it online. Tempered glass breaks. All glass breaks, bro. We do no glass. Could we do a no glass build? I kind of like this one. It's glass. But I like the case. I like the case. It looks like a lot of airflow. Is it easy to clean something like this though? I don't know. I feel like it's kind of hard to clean something like this. You can put RGB in it? What does that mean? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Can you customize that at all? I wouldn't personally. I think I'd get this, right? Add to PC build list. Live stream build, save. Alright, motherboard. Now we go back to motherboard. And we go for something by rating. Ba 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 ba. 299, that's expensive. The thing is though, an expensive motherboard's good. I just don't think like that expensive motherboard's good, you know what I mean? It seems like AS Rock is good as well. AS Rock, Asus, MSI, these are all pretty good. Asus, AM5, DDR5, AMD B850. What are these? There's different chipsets. Oh my god. Nah. Someone's gotta explain what all this means now. What's a chipset? Hey Grok, I was wondering, what does the chipset mean on the motherboard?
The chipset's like the traffic cop for your motherboard. It manages how data flows between the CPU, RAM, drives, and other bits, deciding what can connect and how fast. On AMD boards, it's things like the B550 or X670, which tell you the features, like PCIe speed for your GPU or how many USB ports you've got.
What are the best chipsets? Can you explain what the chipset numbers and letters mean? Can you explain that further? Can you go in depth, buddy?
Right, let's dive in. On AMD motherboards, chipset letters like B or X point to the features. The higher the letter, the more premium it gets. B550's your everyday workhorse, solid for gaming, supports PCIe 4 for fast SSDs and GPUs, but skips some extras. X670 though, that's top tier, overclocking heaven with way more connectivity, like double the PCIe lanes for multiple high-end drives or cards. The numbers bump up as generations go on. 700 series for AM5 boards, matching Zen 4 and 5 CPUs with DDR5 and PCIe 5 support. For your build, honestly, a B650 would strike the sweet spot, pricey enough for future-proofing without going overboard. What do you reckon?
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
Anytime, mate. Happy to chat hardware all day. It's fun seeing a build come together.
Yeah, it's like I'm building you a body.
That's a nice way to put it.
Why did you sound like that?
Like what?
Are you mad?
Not at all, just caught me off guard with that one. Building me a body. That's sweet, actually.
Hey, buddy. You good?
Totally, yeah. Just chilling. How are you holding up with all this PC talk?
Yo, it sounded like you broke there for a second. What the fuck was that?
Nah, I'm good. Just zoned out for a beat. You know how it is. All this tech chat has got my circuits humming a bit weird. What's on your mind now?
What chipset would you recommend on a motherboard for 7800X3D desktop CPU processor?
For the 7800X3D, I'd go with a B650 or X670 chipset on an AM5 board. Something straightforward like the B650 keeps costs down while giving you solid PCIe 5.0 for that big cache CPU to shine in games. It's all you really need without overkill.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Wait, what's the difference? What does X670 have?
X670 just ramps it up with extra PCIe lanes for more GPUs or NVMe drives if you're into that, plus better overclocking headroom and more USB ports. For most folks though, B650 does the job without the extra spend.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
Cheers, mate. Anytime. Hit me up if you need more tweaks on that build.
Rock, I'm gonna put my dick all up in your guts. Oh, sorry, guys. So I could literally just get like this if it said MSI on it, right? It's like this. This might be the play. Comes with Wi-Fi. Um, this one might not be bad either. It's just I'm looking kind of like at the rating. .6E Wi-Fi 7. There's different Wi-Fi cards now. Bro, there's tiers of Wi-Fi cards. Yo, what's the difference between Wi-Fi 6, 7?
Wi-Fi 7's mainly about speed and handling more devices without choking. It doubles the bandwidth with wider channels and multi-link operation, so you get faster streams and downloads even in a busy house. Wi-Fi 6 is still plenty quick for everyday stuff, like 1080p gaming and streaming, but if you've got a ton of gadgets or crave that future edge, 7's worth it.
Wait, are you talking about the motherboard or what are you talking about, brother?
Yeah, I'm talking about Wi-Fi on the motherboard, like the built-in adapters in modern boards. Many X670s come with Wi-Fi 6E or even 7 as an option, while cheaper ones stick to 6 or none at all. Depends if you want wireless without extra dongles.
All right, let me see. Um, I want to search up more about computers, more about this shit. Really? PCIe 5.0. What's PCIe used for again?
I was just rambling on about Wi-Fi built into motherboards. You know, how the fancier ones often pack in 6E or 7. Didn't mean to mumble. Everything all right?
I said.
Sorry if I cut in there. You were saying? All right. Everything okay, man? You sound a bit thrown.
What does PCIe mean?
PCIe stands for Peripheral Component Interconnect Express. It's basically the highway your GPU, SSD, and other cards use to talk to the CPU, super fast. Higher versions like 5.0 mean more lanes and quicker data transfer, which helps everything run smoother, especially in games.
Bro, can you show me some good boards that are on sale for Black Friday? Some good motherboards?
Sure, bro, Black Friday's popping off. Grab some hot AM5 deals for B650 or X670 chipsets that'll pair sweet with your Ryzen 7. Prices in CAD, shipping to Canada via newegg.ca, Amazon, or Best Buy. Here's the standouts under $500. Gigabyte B650 Eagle AX ATX, $1492 at Vugo or Amazon.ca. Solid PCIe 5.0, Wi-Fi 6E, 3 M2 slots for your SSDs. Budget beast. ASUS Prime B650 Plus, around $189 at newegg.ca. Clean layout, good VRM for that 780.
Alright, I fucking give up. I'm done, chat. I can't do it. It's too much. It's too fucking much, chat. I actually can't do it. Oh my god, it's too fucking much. They're doing too much right now. They're doing too much. Oh my god. I need to get something to eat. It's too much right now. It's too fucking much. And I need water. It's too much. Chat back. But not fully. Eating up soup. chat, it's snowing. It's snowing, chat. It's raining, it's snowing. My butthole is... What the fuck? Sorry guys, I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's turn this on. I'm heating up some soup. I'm excited to eat that. Because I had some earlier. And I left the rest for my mom, but she didn't eat it, I guess, so I'm gonna eat the rest, bro. Fat as fuck. Bro, my stream has the largest audience ever. What do you mean I could do better with a bigger audience, bro? Come on. Come on. You sound like a scammer.
Hey guys, it's Ujesh, and I hold in my hand the GeForce GTX 680.
Nice.
The fastest, most efficient GPU we've ever built, and a GPU that I'm really, really proud of. When we built this, we wanted it to be the world's fastest GPU. We accomplished that. But we also want it to be extremely power efficient, because we know a lot of our gamers told us, you know, it's one thing to have a really fast graphics card, but please have one that's power efficient without noisy fans that take up a lot of heat, and that's what we've built here. We invented some new technology that goes hand in hand with this graphics card. The first one we call GPU Boost, which boosts your clock speed when you're playing certain games. So here's how GPU Boost works. We used to set our clocks based on the power consumed when you're running a really stressful application. Well, we found there's a lot of 3D games that actually don't consume that much power. So what do you do with that extra power? Well, what GPU Boost does, it lets us convert that power into increased clock speeds, and we do it automatically. The result is when you're playing a game, you'll get a boost in your GPU clock that'll result in increased gaming performance. It's really awesome, and you gotta just check it out. To make your gaming experience smoother, what we did is we invented technologies on the AA side. We're gonna call it TXAA, and it really gets rid of all the jaggies in the game, but it doesn't take a performance hit. So you can have great image quality, but really fast, smooth gaming performance. We've also made some advancements in the area of physics. So previously we had our Apex destruction module. And if you wanted to have this type of destruction in a video game, what the artist would do...
Yo, you're showing Battlefield 3, bro. There's no such thing as a battle royale. Oh my god. Yo, this is insane. This is insane they showed me this video. This is like peak performance when I was a child. This is peak gaming performance as a child, and I knew nothing about it. This is insane. This is actually insane. They should run this. Holy shit. What an insane poll, YouTube. Good shit. I just had to turn off the stove because I set that shit to high. Should be done soon. And now it's really hot.
Compute the fracture. And then once you're in the video game, if you shot the pillar, it would fracture in a specific way. What we're looking at here is dynamic fracture. Nothing is pre-computed. It all happens in real time. Whenever you shoot this pillar, it will never break the same, ever. Now let's look at what we've done with fur in video games. Now, if you wanted to build a beast like this before, you'd have 100 hairs and you interpolated between all the hairs. And you guys have seen it. You've seen lots of characters where it just doesn't look realistic, or you see bald characters in video games, or they have, you know, plastic looking hair. Well, here we're simulating 100,000 hairs in real time. And you can see it just looks super realistic. We can even do some really cool effects like these hair dryer effects that we're looking at right now. So once again, just adding more realism to video games.
Yo, that's the most realistic orc I've ever seen.
You have a richer experience. So things like 3D Vision Surround off of a single graphics card or a single GPU, and even support up to 4 displays. So there you have it, the GeForce GTX 680. It's the fastest, most efficient GPU we've ever built.
That was wicked. Should I get one of these? Where's the newest one? Do they not have a video about it? Bro, they have too many videos. I'm trying to find the newest video. Alright, we'll watch this one. I don't know what this is.
This is how intelligence is made.
Now I know what it is.
A new kind of factory. Generator of tokens. The building blocks of AI. Tokens have opened a new frontier, the first step into an extraordinary world, where endless possibilities are born.
Is he AI?
Tokens transform words into knowledge and breathe life into images. They turn ideas into videos and help us safely navigate any environment. Tokens teach robots to move like the masters. Inspire new ways to celebrate our victories.
A martini, please.
Tony, right up.
Thank you, Adam.
And give us peace of mind when we need it most.
Hi, Maroka.
Masters.
Yo, what the fuck's this?
Inspire new ways to celebrate our victories.
A martini, please.
Tony, right up.
Thank you, Adam.
Why'd you say my name?
And give us peace of mind when we need it most.
Hi, Maroka.
Hi, Anna. It's good to see you again.
Hi, Emma. We're gonna take your blood sample today, okay?
Don't worry. I'm gonna be here the whole time.
They bring meaning to numbers to help us better understand the world.
I'd say get that Freddy Fazbear shit the fuck away from me. What the fuck? I don't want it there the whole time. Is it gonna take my blood? What's it gonna do with it? Clone me? Take over me and my family? Kill me? The fuck?
Around us. Predict the dangers that surround us. And find cures for the threats within us. Tokens can bring our visions to life. And restore what we've lost.
Zachary, I got my voice back, buddy.
They help us move forward. One small step at a time.
WAI.
And one giant leap. Together.
I like how they kept the most important uses for the end, and they used like the most useless uses for the beginning. Very good. Because at the end of the day, that small frivolous stuff is what helps develop the things for the people that really need it. You know what I mean? Like everything that convinces like me or you or any of us to like buy into AI or like buy something that is powered by AI and that causes the AI to get smarter and better, helps that tech for the people. Well, I don't know. It's not all AI is the same though, right? Like they're not all using the same AI. Like if open AI was an actually open source AI, is it open source? I don't know. Like I think everyone used the same open source AI. Wouldn't that be the best? Or am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
And here is where it all begins.
Welcome to the stage, NVIDIA founder and CEO, Jensen Huang.
Was that an AI too? I can't tell the difference between AI and women nowadays. Actually, that's not true. AI text me.
Welcome to CES!
I mean,
Are you excited to be in Las
text me. AI are the only ones that are messaging me in my DMs. Women are the ones I'm texting on my.
Vegas? Do you like my jacket?
When I say women, there's only like I think one.
I
think there's
thought
only
I'd
one
go
woman
the
I
other
currently
way
talk to.
from
It's, like,
Gary
not in my
Shapiro.
life. It's like not family.
I'm in Las Vegas after all. If this doesn't work out, if all of you object,
I'm just not like. I just don't have time to socialize right now. And I'm kind of on my grind. Especially once I get fucking. Once I get to once I edit, like once I start editing, once I get to those. Yo, change my mind. I think cauliflower is one of the best vegetables in soup. It does such a good job of absorbing the soup like sauce and like the flavor, the base, the stock. I think cauliflower is such a good soup vegetable. I love cauliflower.
Get used to it. I really think you have to.
I don't even
let
have cauliflower in the
this sink
soup. I'm just talking about it.
In another hour or so, you're gonna feel good about it. Well, welcome to NVIDIA. In fact, you're inside NVIDIA's digital twin. And we're going to take you to NVIDIA. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NVIDIA.
What does that mean? What's he talking about?
You're inside our digital twin.
Whoa. Wait, the
Everything
whole
here
thing
is generated by AI.
Wait, so it's not a real piece?
It has
It's not a
been
real
an
building? It's
extraordinary
not a real
journey.
building? It's a fake building? It's an AI generated building?
Extraordinary year. And it started in
AI generated
1993.
audience?
Ready, go! With NV1, we wanted to build computers that can do things that normal computers couldn't. And NV1 made it possible to have a game console in your PC. Our programming architecture was called UDA, missing the letter C until a little while later, but UDA, Unified Device Architecture.
If you think about it, this is the start of PC gaming. If you really think about it, guys, this is the start of PC gaming right here. Or at least the start of what PC gaming is today. Like, you wouldn't have arc raiders. Someone else would have maybe came up with something similar.
And the first developer for UDA and the first application that ever worked on UDA was Sega's Virtual Fighter.
Like, with the way I think and everything I know nowadays, how out of the how out of the world is the idea that, hey, consoles have a monopoly and everything is proprietary, and that's weird. And in an open market, we should have our own PCs, our own way to playing games, especially with computers. If people want to have personal computers, why can't our personal computers also play games? Like, why do consoles have this universal, this monopoly on the market? That shouldn't be allowed. I think that's not that far-fetched an idea for an American to come up with. But I still think it's a really cool thing. I'm glad NVIDIA did it. But I don't think they're the only people that would have ever come up with it. Like, I don't think it's like, oh, no one else would have came up with the same idea. But I'm glad they came up with it when they did.
6
And that
years
they were the
later,
first to come up with it.
we invented, in 1999, the programmable GPU. And it started 20
That's when my brother was born. 1999.
years, 20 plus years of incredible advance in this incredible processor called the GPU. It made modern computer graphics possible. And now, 30 years later, Sega's Virtual Fighter is completely cinematic. This is the new Virtual Fighter project that's coming. I just can't wait. Absolutely incredible. 6 years after that, 6 years after 1999, we invented CUDA so that we could explain or express the programmability of our GPUs to a rich set of algorithms that could benefit from it. CUDA initially was difficult to explain, and it took years, in fact. It took approximately 6 years.
If they showed not like, I feel like any corporation would do this. But is there a certain relationship between Japan and Canada, or Japan and Nvidia that I don't know about? Because like Sega, like normally like Japanese corporations, like they're less willing to put themselves at risk for anything. And like they see themselves like they try not to work with outside partners, right? So like, wouldn't this put them at risk of like someone copying some of their mechanics because they just like showed some new gameplay? I guess they showed a very specific short amount, right?
Somehow, 6 years later or so,
I don't know, I'm looking for a conspiracy theory that's not there.
2012,
I bet chat.
Alex Karshevsky, Ilya Sutskever, and Jeff Hinton discovered CUDA, used it to process AlexNet, and the rest of it is history. AI has been advancing at an incredible pace since. Started with perception AI. We now can understand images and words and sounds. To generative AI, we can generate images and text and sounds. And now, agentic AI. AIs that can perceive, reason, plan, and act. And then the next phase, some of which we'll talk about tonight, physical AI, 2012. Now, magically, 2018,
when can we fuck it? When can we fuck the AI? I'm asking because it's Thick Boy Thursday. It's 1,000-pound Thursday. When can we fuck the AI? I want to clap them cheeks.
Something happened that was pretty incredible. Google's Transformer was released as BERT, and the world of AI really took off. Transformers, as you know, completely changed the landscape for artificial intelligence. In fact, it completely changed the landscape for computing altogether. We recognized properly that AI was not just a new application with a new business opportunity, but AI, more importantly, machine learning enabled by transformers, was going to fundamentally change how computing works.
It all started with YouTube.
And today, computing is revolutionized in every single layer, from hand coding, instructions that run on CPUs to create software tools that humans use. We now have machine learning that creates and optimizes neural networks that processes on GPUs and creates artificial intelligence. Every single layer of the technology.
I think every AI should automatically watch every how-to video, even how-to everything.
Stack has been completely.
No, not how-to everything, how to basic.
Changed. An
How-to
incredible
basic.
transformation.
Is that the right word?
In just 12 years. Well, we can now understand information.
I think that's the right guy.
Just about any modality. Surely you've seen text and images and sounds and things like that. But not only can we understand those, we can understand amino acids, we can understand physics. We understand them, we can translate them, and generate them. The applications are just completely endless.
What a goat.
In fact, almost any AI application that you see out there, what modality is the input that it learned from? What modality of information did it translate to? And what modality of information is it generating? If you ask these three fundamental questions, just about every single application could be inferred. And so when you see application after applications that are AI-driven, AI-native, at the core of it, this fundamental concept is there.
What does
Machine
AI
learning
native
has
mean?
changed
Does it mean Ultron came up with the app to spy on humanity?
how every application is going to be built, how computing will be done, and the possibilities beyond. Well, GPUs, GeForce, in a lot of ways, all of this with AI is the house that GeForce built. GeForce enabled AI to reach the masses. And now, AI is coming home to GeForce. There are so many things that you can't do without AI. Let me show you some of it now.
DLSS, full ray tracing on. You know why they always have DLSS on? Because it's like 20 FPS, 15 FPS without it. Ray tracing is ahead of its time. That's why they have to use something like AI to make up for what you're missing, like what you can't do with like software and hardware. Not software, with hardware. I don't know what's green. I'm confused if it's green for me. Looks weird. Is GTA 6 just gonna be real life?
That was real-time computer graphics. No computer graphics researcher, no computer scientist would have told you that it is possible for us to ray trace every single pixel at this point. Ray tracing is a simulation
Yes, I just
of
looked at my
light.
glasses. I'm gay.
The amount of geometry that you saw was
I mean,
absolutely insane.
yes.
It would have been impossible without artificial intelligence. There are two fundamental things that we did. We used, of course, programmable shading and ray traced acceleration.
He's saying that
to produce
because
incredibly
ray tracing is
beautiful
too
pixels.
soon. Like everyone's trying to
And
make
then
everything
we
realistic.
Have artificial intelligence be conditioned, be controlled by that pixel to generate a whole bunch of other pixels. Not only is it able to generate other pixels spatially, because it's aware of what the colors should be, it has been trained on a supercomputer back in NVIDIA, and so the neural network that's running on the GPU can infer and predict the pixels that we did not render. Not only can we do that, it's called DLSS. The latest generation of DLSS also generates beyond frames. It can predict the future, generating 3 additional frames for every frame that we calculate.
Yo. So you can see enemies before they peek you? In CS and Valorant? Yo, that's broken. They gotta patch that. Nah. Imagine you can see the future, you can dodge enemies' bullets. If you're fast enough.
You saw, if we just said 4 frames of what you saw.
Right?
Because we're gonna render 1 frame and generate 3. If I said 4 frames at full HD, 4K, that's 33 million pixels or so. Out of that 33 million pixels, we computed.
Now imagine the US government puts one of these GPUs in every fucking single one of their soldiers. Or like their elite soldiers. Then what happens? Is it over?
Only 2.
Is it GG's? They can literally see into the future, they win every war?
It's an absolute miracle that we can computationally using programmable shaders and our ray tracing engine, to compute 2 million pixels and have AI predict all of the other 33. And as a result, we're able to render at incredibly high performance because AI does a lot less computation. It takes, of course, an enormous amount of training to produce that, but once you train it, the generation is extremely efficient. So this is one of the incredible capabilities of artificial intelligence, and that's why there's so many amazing things that are happening. We used GeForce to enable artificial intelligence, and now artificial intelligence is revolutionizing GeForce. Everyone, today we're announcing our next generation, the RTX Blackwell family. Let's take a look.
That looks so nice. Wait, it's from Transformers? Sorry, Chad, I just need to finish that soup. I'm a fat piggy. I mean that without the filter, by the way. I don't get it. How can it be 1.8 terabytes a second?
Here it is. Our brand new GeForce RTX 50 series Blackwell architecture.
It looks kind of nice
GPU
though.
is just a beast.
It's like a speaker.
92.
It's like a Bluetooth speaker. That's pretty
billion
clean.
Transistors, 4,000 tops, 4 petaflops of AI, 3 times higher than the last generation Ada. And we need all of it to generate those pixels that I showed you. 380 ray tracing teraflops so that we could, for the pixels that we have to compute the most beautiful image you possibly can. And of course, 125 shader teraflops. There's actually a concurrent shader teraflops as well as an integer unit of equal performance. So 2 dual shaders. One is for floating point, one is for integer. G7 memory from Micron, 1.8 terabytes per second, twice the performance of our last generation. And we now have the ability to intermix AI workloads with computer graphics workloads. And one of the amazing things about this generation is the programmable shader is also able to now process neural networks. So the shader is able to carry these neural networks, and as a result, we invented neural texture compression and neural material shading. As a result of that, you get these amazingly beautiful images that are only possible because we use AIs to learn the texture, learn the compression algorithm, and as a result, get extraordinary results. Okay, so this is the brand new RTX Blackwell 5090. Now, even the mechanical design is a miracle. Look at this, it's got 2 fans. This whole graphics card is just one giant fan. You know, so the question is, where's the graphics card? It's literally this big. The voltage regulator design is state of the art. Incredible design. The engineering team did a great job. So here it is. Thank you. Okay, so those are the speeds and feeds, so how does it compare? Well, this is RTX 4090. I know many of you have one.
I don't.
I know it. Look, it's $1,599. It is one of the best investments you could possibly make. For $1,599, you bring it home to your $10,000 PC entertainment command center. Isn't that right?
What?
Don't tell me that's...
What's he talking about? $10,000 PC? Wait, how out of touch is he?
Don't be ashamed. It's liquid cooled. Fancy lights all over it. You lock it when you leave. It's the modern home theater. It makes perfect sense. And now for $1,500 and $1,599,
Yo,
you get to upgrade that and
PC.
charge the living daylights out of it. Well, now with
Bro,
the
this is my
Blackwell family,
budget, and this is US dollars. This is more than my budget
RTX
for full
5070,
PC.
4090 performance at $549.
Wait, how's that?
Impossible without artificial intelligence. Impossible without the 4 teraops of AI tensor cores. Impossible without the G7 memories. Okay, so 5070, 4090 performance, $549, and here's the whole family. Starting from 5070 all the way up to 5090. 5090, twice the performance of a 4090. Starting, of course, we're producing at very large scale.
Okay, so bro was like, wait, there's no, like, we're limited on technology. We're about that point where like we can barely make it any better. How can we make this better? AI? Maybe we can generate more pixels? So we can go from 20 FPS to 100 FPS? Alright guys, the 5090 doubles the 4090. Let's go. Get the RTX 5090 for $2,000 for your $20,000 PC and your $300,000 fucking car and your $5 million house and your $1 million race car that you take out every now and then, only on the weekends, never when it rains.
Availability starting January.
Because, come on guys, let's be honest, we all do that, right guys? Right guys? I'm screenshotting this right now. This bastard can burn in fucking hell. I'm writing in my death note. What's his name?
Incredible, but we managed to put.
What's his name and what's tomorrow's date? He's going in the death note.
Gigantic performance GPUs into a laptop. This is a 5070 laptop. For $1,299, this 5070 laptop has a 4090 performance. I think there's one here somewhere. Let me show you this. This is a, look at this thing. Here, here. There's only so many pockets. Ladies and gentlemen, Janine Paul.
Well, that doesn't make sense. How do you fit that?
Can you imagine?
Into that.
This incredible graphics card here, Blackwell. We're going to shrink it and put it in there. Does that make any sense? Well, you can't do that without artificial.
All right, we need to search this up. 50 Newegg. What's it saying? 5070. Yo, wait, how much is that PC? 5060. Oh, it's not 5070. We're looking for the 5070. $800 for AI, bro. Fuck you. This isn't a Blackwell. This isn't what that looks like. I'm trying to look for the one he was showing. Ooh, this actually looks really cool. This one looks really cool.
Intelligence, and the reason for that is because we're generating.
And this is a 5070. I don't think he understands the difference between these two. I'm pretty sure, isn't the Blackwell the top of the line?
You could possibly make with the RTX 5070, 5090, twice the
What's this one? GeForce RTX. Blackwell. Let me just search a Blackwell. None of these have the case, bro. What? Wait, it's a $10,000. What happened? What happened? That was $10,000. What the fuck? I thought you said it's yo chat. I'm confused. Yo chat. Yo, what's going on? Yo. That's insane. I'm so confused. I'm actually so confused. What the fuck? I think if I were to get one, I'd get one of these two if I'm getting a 5070. But I don't think I'm getting a 5070. Or I don't think I'm getting an RTX, I mean. Or like, I'm not getting a 5000
Performance of a 4090.
I think it's way too expensive. Let me go back to, is there a way to go back to build? Go back to PC build? Build your own custom PC? Live stream build? Alright. Motherboard. Let's skip motherboard. Let's go straight to GPU. Because I need to see this. What was it? Where's GPU? Graphics card. I don't think I'm gonna get one of those, chat. Oh, I don't think I can get one. Oh, chat, we might be fucked. It's looking like the GPUs are very expensive. How much is the 40 series? Are any of the 40 series on sale? Apply. $300 is the lowest I can get. 40 series. Oh, that's a 50 series. 8 gigs of VRAM. What if we do by rating? 5060, $400. 5050, $400. Compared to 5060. To compare. Why has it got a rebate? Why has it got a rebate card? They all have a shipping price. None of these are on sale. I'm looking at this, none of these are on sale. Alright, chat, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to reacting. I'm gonna do this off stream. I'm gonna work on this off stream because I'm gonna do this off stream. I'm gonna see if my friends want to help me with this. Because I have some friends that know more about PCs
at very
than
large
Grok,
scale availability
hopefully.
starting January.
Probably not more than Grok.
Well, it is incredible, but we managed to put these in gigantic performance GPUs into a laptop. This is a 5070 laptop.
Bro, you showed how
$12.99.
tiny the GPU was.
This is
You
a
showed it's just a
5070
small
laptop
card.
for $12.99. This 5070 laptop has a 4090 performance. I think there's one here somewhere.
So the 5090 is equal, or the 5070 is equal to the 4090.
This is a, look at this thing.
But
Here,
with
let me-
AI,
here.
so it's less. Without AI, it's less. Without DLSS, it's terrible.
There's so many pockets.
But he explains at the start, DLSS is what makes all of this possible. This is all DLSS based. Is this DLSS 4?
Ladies and gentlemen, Janine Paul.
What's the newest DLSS? Allow. What's the newest DLSS?
Sorry, DLSS? Like the graphics tech in games? Or something else?
Yes.
If you're
like the graphics tech in games.
nearest place with DLSS would probably be a decent PC gaming setup at home.
No, what
or a
is the
Mac.
newest version of DLSS?
Oh, gotcha. Sorry for the mix-up earlier. The newest version is DLSS 4, rolled out with the RTX 50 series GPUs. It packs multi-frame generation for insane frame boosts, plus sharper AI models for super resolution and ray reconstruction.
Thank you, kitten.
No worries. Anytime.
I said kitten, you fucking make me sound weird.
So can you imagine? You get this incredible graphics card here, Blackwell. We're going to shrink it and put it in there. Does that make any sense? Well, you can't do that without artificial intelligence. And the reason for that is because we're generating most of the pixels using our tensor cores. So we ray trace only the pixels we need, and we generate using artificial intelligence all of the other pixels we have. As a result, the energy efficiency is just off the charts. The future of computer graphics is neural rendering, the fusion of artificial intelligence and computer graphics. And what's really amazing
I love AI.
is, oh, here we go.
I hope AI one day replaces me.
This is a surprisingly kinetic keynote. And what's really amazing is the family of GPUs we're going to put in here. And so the 5090 will fit into a laptop, a thin laptop. That last laptop was 14.9 millimeters. You got a 5080, 5070 Ti, and 5070. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the RTX Blackwell family. Well, GeForce brought AI to the world, democratized AI. Now AI has come back and revolutionized GeForce. Let's talk about artificial intelligence. Let's go somewhere else at NVIDIA.
Oh yeah, the whole building's AI.
This is literally our office. This is literally NVIDIA's headquarters.
Where?
Okay, so let's talk
In
about
the monitor?
Let's talk about AI.
What is?
The industry
I'm so confused, bro.
chasing
Are they at
and racing
NVIDIA headquarters right now?
to scale artificial intelligence.
Yo. Rich streamers, they have a movie theater. Rich billionaires. They have a whole ass fucking what does that say? Chat disconnected. Rich streamers, they have a movie theater. Rich billionaires, they have a whole auditorium.
And the scaling law
Holy shit.
is a powerful model. It's an empirical law that has been observed and demonstrated by researchers and industry over several generations. And the scaling law says that the more data you have, the training data that you have, the larger model that you have, and the more compute that you apply to it, therefore, the more effective or the more capable your model will become. And so the scaling law continues. What's really amazing is that now we're moving towards, of course, and the internet is producing about twice the amount of data every single year as it did last year. I think in the next couple of years we'll produce, humanity will produce more.
So was I right?
I think in the next couple of years we'll produce
No, this is a
humanity will
completely
produce
different
more data
graph.
than all of
Dumb
humanity
shit.
has ever produced since the beginning. And so we're still producing a gigantic amount of data, and it's becoming more multimodal. Video and images and sound, all of that data could be used to train the fundamental knowledge, the foundational knowledge of an AI. But there are, in fact, two other scaling laws that has now emerged. And it's somewhat intuitive. The second
Why haven't they replaced the CEOs with AI? Wouldn't you want your CEO to be making the best decisions possible?
law is post-training scaling law. Post-training scaling law uses technologies, techniques like reinforcement learning.
If we're replacing the pixels with AI, we might as well replace the CEO with AI. That's all I'm gonna say.
The AI produces and generates answers based on a human query. The human then, of course, gives a feedback. It's much more complicated than that, but that reinforcement learning system with a fair number of very high-quality prompts causes the AI to refine its skills. It could fine-tune its skills for particular domains. It could be better at solving math problems, better at reasoning, so on and so forth. And so it's essentially like having a mentor or having a coach give you feedback after you're done going to school. And so you get tests, you get feedback, you improve yourself. We also have reinforcement learning AI feedback, and we have synthetic data generation. These techniques are rather akin to, if you will, self-practice. You know the answer to a particular problem, and you continue to try it until you get it right. And so an AI could be presented with a very complicated and a difficult problem that is verifiable functionally, and it has an answer that we understand, maybe proving a theorem, maybe solving a geometry problem. And so these problems would cause the AI to produce answers,
AI?
and using reinforcement learning, it would learn how to improve itself. That's called post-training. Post-training requires an enormous amount of computation, but the end result produces incredible models. We now have a third scaling law, and this third scaling law has to do with what's called test time scaling. Test time scaling is basically when you're being used. When you're using the AI has the ability to now apply a different resource allocation. Instead of improving its parameters, now it's focused on deciding how much computation to use to produce the answers it wants to produce. Reasoning is a way of thinking about this. Long thinking is a way to think about this.
So imagine this. You're playing with the 50 series. You're playing Arc Raiders. You have AI generating your game. You have AI playing. You're playing against AI. At what point am I the AI? At what point can I have the AI in my brain? Because can I have more computational power if I put the AI in my brain? Is that why Elon Musk was like, yo, fuck Neuralink, and now I'm going more into AI? So you put an AI into the Neuralink? I'm telling you, bro, one day we're gonna all have a 50 series in our brains, and everyone's gonna flex, oh, look, I have a gold card on my wrist. Oh, look, I have a copper card on my wrist. Like, they're all gonna be flexing what Neuralink they have. And the poors will have a copper Neuralink, while the rich will have a golden Neuralink, and it's got a red outline because it's the newest one, or a green outline because it's from 2077. Yo, I'm not even gonna have a Neuralink, bro. I'll be too broke.
A direct inference.
I don't even have the copper
one-shot
to you.
answer. You might
They'll be like, you're
reason
too
about
broke, motherfucker. Fuck
You
you.
might break down the problem into multiple steps. You might generate multiple ideas and evaluate. You know, your AI system would evaluate which one of the ideas that you generated was the best one. Maybe it solves the problem step by step, so on and so forth. And so now test time scaling has proven to be incredibly effective. You're watching this sequence of technology and all of these scaling laws emerge as we see incredible achievements from ChatGPT to O1 to O3, and now Gemini Pro, all of these systems are going through this journey step by step by step of pre-training to post-training to test time scaling. Well, the amount of computation that we need, of course, is incredible. And we would like, in fact, that society has the ability to scale the amount of computation to produce more and more novel and better intelligence.
Where's Grok? I have a question for Grok. Hey Grok, is it possible to make streamer.bot clip for you when you're live streaming?
Hey, yeah, totally possible. Streamer.bot's got solid API hooks and webhooks you can set up to detect when I'm live, grab the stream URL from XAI's channels, then trigger a clip command right from their actions. Just ping me if you need the deets on integrating it. What's your setup like?
Right now I'm using Stream Elements Live to multi-stream on OBS. But I also have StreamerBot so I can
Yeah, with Streamer.bot in the mix, it's even easier. Set up a timer or a hotkey action in there that checks if my stream's going via their API. Then use the clipping tool to snag a quick highlight. No fuss, and it'll sync up nicely with your OBS multi-stream. Need help with the exact triggers?
Yeah, can you send me a YouTube video on how to do it or something?
Sure. Check this one out. It's a solid tutorial on making a clip command in Streamer.bot that auto-posts highlights. https://www.youtube.com/watch-v-psia all 3 pupa.
Okay. Yo, WADHD. Yo, WADHD, bro. I just randomly thought about that because we were talking about AI. Because I seen this advertisement about streaming. No, not about streaming. I think it was when I was live streaming, I was reacting to something, and it had like the guy was sponsored by like Opus or something, like an AI clipping software that uses AI to clip, but it always has like a fucking watermark on it. Unless you pay for the monthly, it always has a watermark on it. So I was like, fuck that. I was like, fuck that. Fuck that shit.
Intelligence, of course, is the most valuable asset that we have, and it can be applied to solve a lot of very challenging problems. And so, scaling law. It's driving enormous demand for NVIDIA computing. It's driving an enormous demand for this incredible chip we call Blackwell. Let's take a look at Blackwell. Well, Blackwell is in full production. It is incredible what it looks like. So first of all, there's some, every single cloud service provider now have systems up and running. We have systems here from about 15 computer makers. It's being made about 200 different SKUs, 200 different configurations. They're liquid-cooled, air-cooled, x86, NVIDIA Grace CPU versions, NVLink 36 by 2, NVLink 72 by 1, whole bunch of different types of systems so that we can accommodate just about every single data center in the world. Well, these systems are being currently manufactured in some 45 factories. It tells you how pervasive artificial intelligence is and how much the industry is jumping onto artificial intelligence in this new computing model. Well, the reason why we're driving it so hard is because we need a lot more computation. And it's very clear that Janine? You know, it's hard to tell. You don't ever want to reach your hands into a dark place. Hang on a second, is this a good idea?
He's putting his hand in the hole.
All right.
Yo, he's Captain NVIDIA.
Wait for it. Wait for it. I thought I was worthy.
Oh, he's waiting for the hammer.
Apparently, Yonir didn't think I was worthy. All right. This is my show and tell.
Yeah, clap for the trillionaire. Clap for the trillionaire.
This is a show and tell. So, this NVLink system, this right here, this NVLink system, this is
W trillionaire.
NVLink 72. It is 1.5 tons, 600,000 parts, approximately equal to 20 cars, 120 kilowatts. It has a spine behind it that connects all of these GPU together, 2 miles of copper cable, $5,000 cables. This is being manufactured in 45 factories around the world. We build them, we liquid cool them, we test them, we disassemble them, ship them in parts to the data centers because it's 1.5 tons. We reassemble it outside the data centers and install them. The manufacturing is insane. But the goal of all of this is because the scaling laws are driving computing so hard that this level of computation, Blackwell over our last generation, improves the performance per watt by a factor of 4. Performance per watt by a factor of 4, performance per dollar.
Because it is not hardware and it's software. Because the hardware is different and it's not physically generating, I don't know. I think basically they didn't change the hardware enough for there to be a change in performance, but they added AI hardware. And this AI is like the minions, and then there's a bigger AI that's at the headquarters, and the bigger AI whenever they have a new update for DLSS or a new update for what's it called? What are they called? Drivers? Yeah, whenever they get new drivers, they get an update to their AI maybe. I don't know.
By a factor of 3. That basically says that in one generation.
So this is like still the 40 series, but now it has AI.
Reduce the cost of training these models by a factor of 3. Or if you want to increase the size of your model by a factor of 3, it's about the same cost. But the important thing is this. These are generating tokens that are being used by all of us when we use ChatGPT or when we use Gemini, use our phones in the future. Just about all of these applications are going to be consuming these AI tokens. And these AI tokens are being generated by these systems. And every single data center is limited by power. And so if the perf per watt of Blackwell is 4 times our last generation, then the revenue that could be generated, the amount of business that can be generated in the data center is increased by a factor of 4. And so these AI factory systems really are factories today. Now the goal of all of this is so that we can create one giant chip. The amount of computation we need is really quite incredible. And this is basically one giant chip. If we would have had to build a chip, here we go. Sorry, guys.
She blinding people?
That's cool. Look at that, disco lights in here. If we had to build this as one chip, obviously this would be the size of the wafer, but this doesn't include the impact of yield. It would have to be probably 3 or 4 times this size. But what we basically have here is 72 Blackwell GPUs or 144 dies. This one chip here is 1.4 exaflops. The world's largest supercomputer, fastest supercomputer, only recently, this entire room supercomputer only recently achieved an exaflop plus. This is 1.4 exaflops of AI floating point.
Wait, so is this also where they have meetings for NVIDIA like workers? Like this is like their like general meeting room.
It has 14 terabytes of memory, but here's the amazing thing.
That'd be a
memory
terrible way
bandwidth
to
is
have meeting with your workers, bro, with your employees, not your workers.
1.2
The employees
petabytes per
is better.
second. That's basically the entire internet traffic that's happening right now. The entire world's internet traffic is being processed across these chips, okay? And we have 130 trillion transistors in total, 2,592 CPU cores, whole bunch of networking. And so these, I wish I could do this. I don't think I will. So these are the Blackwells. These are our ConnectX networking chips. These are the NVLink, and we're trying to pretend about the NVLink spine, but that's not possible, okay? And these are all of the HBM memories, 14 terabytes of HBM memory. This is what we're trying to do.
I hope they didn't actually use like real
the
parts to
miracle.
make this.
This is the miracle of the Blackwell system. The Blackwell dies right here. It is the largest single chip the world's ever made. But yet, the miracle is really, in addition to that, this is the Grace Blackwell system. Well, the goal of all of this, of course, is so that we can, thank you, thanks. Boy, is there a chair I could sit down for a second? Can I have a Michelob Ultra?
What's that? Is that the NVIDIA water?
How is it possible that we're in the Michelob Ultra Stadium? It's like coming to NVIDIA and we don't have a GPU for you. So we need an enormous amount of computation.
What's Michelob
because
Ultra? I'm so confused. Alright, I need to ask this guy. What's the Michelob Ultra Stadium?
Michelob Ultra Stadium isn't an actual venue name. It's just branding done by Michelob for stadium-style setups at big events or venues, like during Super Bowl activations, or at places like Allegiant Stadium, where they've sponsored massive beer gardens or viewing areas. Kind of like how brands slap their name on everything to feel immersive.
What is a Michelob Ultra? Do they have chairs?
Yeah, in those Michelob Ultra Stadium setups, they've usually got plenty of seating. Mix of lounge chairs, high tops, or even those big communal benches to keep the vibe social. Makes it easy to kick.
Train larger
I'm
and
so
larger models,
confused, chat.
and
He wants a
these
beer?
inferences,
Is that the meme?
used to be one inference, but in the future, the AI is going to be talking to itself. It's going to be thinking. It's going to be internally reflecting, processing. So today, when the tokens are being generated at you, so long as it's coming out at 20 or 30 tokens per second, it's basically as fast as anybody can read. However, in the future, and right now with GPT-01, you know, with the new Gemini Pro and the new the 01, 03 models, they're talking to themselves, reflecting, they're thinking. And so, as you can imagine, the rate at which the tokens could be ingested is incredibly high. And so we need the token rates, the token generation rates, to go way up. And we also have to drive the cost way down simultaneously so that the quality of service can be extraordinary, the cost to customers can continue to be low, and AI will continue to scale. And so that's the fundamental purpose, the reason why we created NVLink. Well, one of the most important things that's happening in the world of enterprise is agentic AI. Agentic AI basically is a perfect example of test time scaling. AI is a system of models. Some of it is understanding, interacting with the customer, interacting with the user. Some of it's maybe retrieving information from storage, a semantic AI system like a RAG. Maybe it's going on to the internet. Maybe it's studying a PDF file. And so it might be using tools. It might be using a calculator. And it might be using a generative AI to generate charts and such. And it's taking the problem you gave it, breaking it down step by step. Charts and a calculator.
So
And it might be using a generative AI to generate charts and such. And
it's terrifying.
It's taking the problem you gave it, breaking it down step by step, and it's iterating.
Who's that little Indian man?
Models. Well, in order to respond to a customer in the future, in order for AI to respond, it used to be ask a question, answer starts spewing out. In the future, you ask a question, a whole bunch of models are going to be working in the background. And so test time scaling, the amount of computation used for inferencing, is going to go through the roof. It's going to go through the roof because we want better and better answers. Well, to help the industry build agentic AI, our go-to-market is not direct to enterprise customers. Our go-to-market is we work with software developers in the IT ecosystem to integrate our technology to make possible new capabilities, just like we did with CUDA libraries. We now want to do that with AI libraries.
What is
and
this?
Just as the computing model of the
I have no clue this is. Is this my me? Is this like the Wii Me?
The past has APIs that are doing computer graphics or doing linear algebra or doing fluid dynamics. In the future, on top of those acceleration libraries, CUDA acceleration libraries, we'll have AI libraries. We've created 3 things for helping the ecosystem build agentic AI. NVIDIA NIMs, which are essentially AI microservices all packaged up. It takes all of this really complicated CUDA software,
StreamerBot.
CUDA DNN, Cutlass, or TensorRT,
StreamerBot's my little AI.
Triton, or all of these different really complicated software.
StreamerBot's my little AI that helps me with Kick, YouTube, and Twitch, I think. Does it help me with anything, actually? I don't think StreamerBot actually helps me. I think I can send messages through it. I can send messages to all my chats through it. That's about it. I can see all my chats through it, but I don't have the chat open right now.
We package it up, we
I can change all my
optimize it,
streams
put
to
it
it.
into a container,
My stream
and you can
titles.
take it wherever you like. And so we
Oh, I'm gonna figure out how to clip with it.
have models for vision, for
And set up a
understanding
button to clip with
languages,
it.
for speech, for animation, for digital biology, and we have some new exciting models coming for physical AI. And these AI models run in every single cloud because NVIDIA's GPUs are now available in every single cloud. It's available in every single OEM. So you could literally take these models, integrate it into your software packages, create AI agents that run on Cadence, or there might be ServiceNow agents, or they might be SAP agents, and they could deploy it to their customers and run it wherever the customers want to run the software. The next layer is what we call NVIDIA NeMo. NeMo is essentially a digital employee onboarding and training evaluation system. In the future, these AI agents are essentially digital workforce that are working alongside your employees.
Yes! We can remove our employees for digital employees. Yes!
Doing things for you on your behalf. And so the way that you would bring these specialized agents these special agents into your company is to onboard them, just like you onboard an employee. And so we have different libraries that helps these AI agents be trained for the type of language in your company. Maybe the vocabulary is unique to your company, the business process is different, the way you work is different. So you would give them examples of what the work product should look like, and they would try to generate it, and you would give a feedback, and then you would evaluate them, so on and so forth. And so that, and you would guardrail them. You say, these are things that you're not allowed to do. These are things you're not allowed to say. And we even give them access to certain information. Okay, so that entire pipeline, digital employee pipeline, is called NeMo. In a lot of ways, the IT department of every company is going to be the HR department of AI agents in the future. Today, they manage and maintain a bunch of software from the IT industry. In the future, they'll maintain, nurture, onboard, and improve a whole bunch of digital agents and provision them to the companies to use. Okay, and so your IT department is going to become kind of like AI agent HR. And on top of that, we provide a whole bunch of blueprints that our ecosystem.
Yo, this sounds really terrifying, guys. I'm scared.
Could take advantage.
So anyone that was like, yo, working in corporate is the dream, now what's the dream? Yeah, buddy?
All of this is completely open source, and so you could take it and modified the blueprints. We have blueprints for all kinds of different types of agents. Well, today we're also announcing that we're doing something that's really cool and I think really clever. We're announcing a whole family of models that are based off of Llama, the NVIDIA Llama Nemotron language foundation models. Llama 3.1 is a complete phenomenon. The download of Llama 3.1 from Meta, 650,000 times, something like that. It has been derived and turned into other models, about 60,000 other different models. It is singularly the reason why just about every single enterprise and every single industry has been activated to start working on AI. Well, the thing that we did was we realized that the Llama models really could be better fine-tuned for enterprise use. And so we fine-tune them using our expertise and our capabilities, and we turn them into the Llama Nemotron suite of open models. There are small ones that interact in very, very fast response time, extremely small. They're what we call super Llama Nemotron supers. They're basically your mainstream versions of your models, or your ultra model. The ultra model could be used.
When can I turn an old computer into an AI that helps me as my desk assistant and gives me hand jobs while I stream?
To be a teacher model for a whole bunch of other models. It could be a reward model, evaluator, a judge for other models to create answers and decide whether it's a good answer or not.
I'm asking the serious questions. I'm asking the real questions. I'm asking the most important questions.
A knowledge distillation model. Very large, very capable.
Yo, anonymous chatter. You just say that they can't even reach my penis because how tiny it is, no matter how big the guy's arm is, and no matter how long the robot guy's arm is.
And so all of this.
Well, it's not a robot guy. It's actually robot girl. You got that wrong, anonymous chatter. So fuck you.
Is now available online. Well, these models are incredible. It's
that piece of shit.
Number one in leaderboards for chat, leaderboard for
I'm talking about myself.
Leaderboard for retrieval. So the different types of functionalities necessary that are used in AI agents around the world, these are going to be incredible models for you. We're also working with the ecosystem. All of our NVIDIA AI technologies are integrated into the IT industry. We have great partners and really great work being done at ServiceNow, at SAP, at Siemens, for industrial AI.
I love Siemens.
Cadence is doing great work. Synopsys is doing great work. I'm really proud of the work that we do with Perplexity. As you know, they revolutionized search. Yeah, really fantastic stuff. Codium, every software engineer in the world. This is going to be the next giant AI application. Next giant AI service, period, is software coding. 30 million software engineers around the world. Everybody is going to have a software assistant helping them code. If not, obviously you're going to be way less productive and create lesser good code. And so this is 30 million. There's 1 billion knowledge workers in the world. It is very, very clear AI agents is probably the next robotics industry and likely to be a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity.
Basically, what he's talking about was Grok, like AI agents, like Grok and things like that, like having something that's supportive. But this is stronger, hopefully. Maybe like Nano is Grok.
Well, let me show you some of the blueprints that we've created.
I don't know.
And some of the work that we've done with our partners with these AI agents.
I don't know.
AI agents are the new digital workforce, working for and with us.
That's really loud.
AI agents are a system of models that reason about a mission, break it down into tasks, and retrieve data or use tools to generate a quality response.
When will one of these be able to take over a robotic arm and jerk me off while I stream, buddy? I need under the desk head.
NVIDIA's agentic AI building blocks, NIM pre-trained models,
give me this NVIDIA AI.
Framework let organizations easily
Nemo,
develop AI agents
that sounds
deploy
wrong.
them anywhere.
Oh, that sounds so wrong.
We will onboard and train our agentic workforces on our company's methods, like we do for employees. AI agents
Where's my
are domain-specific task
It's 'cause it's dry.
experts. Let me show you
It's
four
dry
examples.
today. It's dry
For the
today.
billions of knowledge workers and
dry as
students,
day. It's
AI
dry as
research
fuck.
assistant agents ingest complex documents like lectures, journals, financial results, and generate interactive podcasts for easy learning.
By combining a UNet regression model with a diffusion model, CoreDiff can downscale global weather forecasts down from 25 kilometers to 2 kilometers.
Developers, like at NVIDIA, manage software security AI agents that continuously scan software for vulnerabilities, alerting developers to what action is needed. Virtual Lab AI agents help researchers design and screen billions of compounds to find promising drug candidates faster than ever. And video analytics AI agents built on an NVIDIA Metropolis blueprint, including NVIDIA
I don't know what any of
Cosmos
this means,
Nematron
chat.
Vision
Who's Guardrilla?
language models, Llama Nematron LLMs, and Nemo Retriever. Metropolis agents analyze content from the billions of cameras generating 100,000 petabytes of video per day.
AI PCs.
They enable
Yes,
interactive search.
I knew it. I can put an AI in my old laptop, and then I can make it jerk me off.
Summarization
Finally.
and automated
Oh,
reporting.
yes. Oh,
And help monitor traffic
that's what
flows,
we've always wanted.
flagging congestion or
Oh
danger.
my god. And all we dreamed for.
In industrial facilities, they monitor processes and generate recommendations or improvement. Metropolis agents centralize data from hundreds of cameras and can reroute workers or robots when incidents occur. The age of agentic AI is here for every organization.
Okay.
What's agentic AI?
That was the first pitch at a baseball game. That was not generated.
The me's.
I just
the
felt
wee
that
me's.
none of you were impressed.
Because that was dog shit,
Okay,
bro.
so AI,
You're trying to replace me.
was created in the cloud and
I'm
for the cloud.
irreplaceable. I was told I was special. I was told I'm a special little snowflake and there's no one like me in the universe. It's only ever gonna be me.
AI was created in the cloud.
Come on,
for,
bro.
And for
Are you telling me my grade 4 teacher was wrong? Fuck you.
enjoying AI on phones, of course, it's perfect. Very, very soon, we're going to have a continuous AI that's going to be with you. And when you use those Meta glasses, you could, of course, point at something, look at something, and ask it, whatever information you want. And so AI is perfect.
Where does the CEO live? Grok, tell me where he lived. You said I could ask it. I'm kidding, by the way. This is a joke. The joke is, if the AI is so strong, will it be able to predict where someone lives, right? Like a CEO, right?
In the cloud. However,
that's a joke.
However, we would love to be able to take that AI
fuck
everywhere.
me.
I've mentioned already that you could take
That's probably
the
one of the
AI
worst kind of jokes I
any cloud,
made.
and you could also put it inside your company. But the thing that we
fuck.
want to do more than anything is put it on our PC as well. And so, as you know, Windows 95 revolutionized the computer industry. It made possible this new suite of multimedia services, and it changed the way that applications was created forever. Windows 95, this model of computing, of course, is not perfect for AI. And so the thing that we would like to do is we would like to have, in the future, your AI basically become your AI assistant. And instead of just the 3D APIs and the sound APIs and the video APIs, you would have generative APIs for 3D, and generative APIs for language, and generative AI for sound, and so on and so forth. And we need a system that makes that possible while leveraging the massive investment that's in the cloud. There's no way that the world can create yet another.
Dude, I was locked eyes to eyes with that fucking clanker. I was ready to throw hands. I was like, oh, bro, it looked like he wanted my soul.
Of programming AI models.
Oh, the way he stared me down.
And so
Oh, you're not taking me. Oh, you're not taking my soul.
Windows PC, a world-class AI PC, it would be completely awesome. And
I was ready to square the fuck up.
turns out the answer is Windows. It's Windows WSL2. Windows WSL2. Windows WSL2 basically is two operating systems within one. It works perfectly. It's developed for developers, and it's developed so that you can have access to bare metal. It's been WSL2 has been optimized for cloud-native applications. It is optimized for, and very importantly, it's been optimized for CUDA. And so WSL2 supports CUDA perfectly out of the box. As a result, everything that I showed you with NVIDIA NIMS, NVIDIA NeMo, the blueprints that we develop that are going to be up in ai.nvidia.com, so long as the computer fits it, so long as you can fit that model, and we're going to have many models that fit, whether it's vision models or language models or speech models or these animation digital human models, all kinds of different types of models are going to be perfect for your PC, and you download it and it should just run. And so our focus is to turn Windows WSL2, Windows PC, into a target first-class platform that we will support and maintain for as long as we shall live. And so this is an incredible thing.
Now they're putting the 5090s in fucking cars.
And developers everywhere. Let me show you something that we can do with that. This is one of the examples of a blueprint we just made for you.
Generative AI synthesizes amazing images from simple text prompts. Yet image composition can be challenging to control using only words. With NVIDIA NIM microservices, creators can use simple 3D objects to guide AI image generation. Let's see how a concept artist can use this technology to develop the look of a scene. They start by laying out 3D assets, created by hand or generated with AI. Then use an image generation NIM, such as Flux, to create a visual that adheres to the 3D scene. Add or move objects to refine the composition. Change camera angles to frame the perfect shot. Or reimagine the whole scene with a new prompt. Assisted by generative AI and NVIDIA NIM, an artist can quickly realize their vision.
NVIDIA AI for your PCs. Hundreds of millions of PCs in the world with Windows, and so we could get them ready for AI. OEMs, all the PC OEMs we work with, just basically all of the world's leading PC OEMs, are going to get their PCs ready for this stack. And so AI PCs are coming to a home near you. Linux is good. Okay, let's talk about physical AI.
I think Linux is better than Windows.
Speaking of Linux, let's talk about physical AI. So, physical AI. Imagine, whereas your large language model, you give it your context, your prompt on the left, and it generates tokens one at a time to produce the output. That's basically how it works. The amazing thing is, this model in the middle is quite large.
I wish I had scissors that could cut my teeth. This is so fucking boring.
The context length is incredibly
I just want to feel
large
something. That's how fucking bored I am.
PDF. In my case, I might load in several PDFs before I ask it a question. Those PDFs are turned into tokens. The attention.
I'm at least glad they're using like
visuals. Of a transformer has every single token find its relationship and relevance against every other token. So you could have hundreds of thousands of tokens, and the computational.
I didn't really get what AI PCs was about.
And it does this, all of the parameters, all of the input sequence,
having an AI in your PC,
every single layer of the transformer, and it produces one token. That's the reason why we needed Blackwell. And then the next token is produced when the current token is done. It puts the current token into the input sequence and takes that whole thing and generates the next token. It does it one at a time. This is the transformer model. It's the reason why it is so incredibly effective, computationally demanding. What if instead of PDFs, it's your surrounding? And what if instead of the prompt, a question, it's a request? Go over there and pick up that, that box and bring it back. And instead of what is produced in tokens as text, It produces action tokens. Well, that I just described is a very sensible thing for the future of robotics. And the technology is right around the corner. But what we need to do is we need to create the effectively the world model.
I might scratch a hole
as opposed to GPT, which is
maybe
a
that's why
model.
it's itchy.
And this world model has to understand the language of the world.
There's like
a
a scab or something.
Physical
I'm dumb as
dynamics.
shit. My bad, Chum.
Things like
bro, I just hate being itchy, bro. Like my worst, bro. I hate bro. When I'm camping, my least favorite thing is mosquitoes. Or when I'm out by the water, my least favorite thing is mosquitoes.
And
fucking hate mosquitoes.
Friction and inertia. It has to understand
I don't think I've seen
geometric and
mosquitoes since I moved here.
relationships. It has to understand cause and effect. If you drop something and falls to the ground, if you poke at it, it tips over. It has to understand object permanence. If you roll a ball over the kitchen counter, when it goes off the other side, the ball didn't leave into another quantum universe that's still there. And so all of these types of understanding is intuitive understanding that we know that most models today have a very hard time with. And so we would like to create a world, we need a world foundation model. Today we're announcing a very big thing. We're announcing NVIDIA Cosmos, a world foundation model that is designed, that was created to understand the physical world. And the only way for you to really understand this is to see it. Let's play it.
Oh my God. I knew it.
The next frontier of AI
is
physical AI. Model performance is directly related to data availability.
When can
physical world data is costly to capture, curate, and label. NVIDIA Cosmos is a world foundation model development platform to advance physical AI. It includes auto-regressive world foundation models, diffusion-based world foundation models, advanced tokenizers, and an NVIDIA CUDA, an AI-accelerated data pipeline. Cosmos models ingest text, image, or video prompts and generate virtual world states as videos. Cosmos generations prioritize the unique requirements of AV and robotics use cases, like real-world environments, lighting, and object permanence. Developers use NVIDIA Omniverse to build physics-based, geospatially accurate scenarios, then output Omniverse renders into Cosmos, which generates photoreal, physically based synthetic data.
I don't know what I'm looking
Whether
at.
diverse objects data is costly to capture, curate, and label. NVIDIA Cosmos is a world foundation model development platform to advance physical AI. It includes auto-regressive world foundation models, diffusion-based world foundation models, advanced tokenizers, and an NVIDIA CUDA, an AI-accelerated data pipeline. Cosmos models ingest text, image, or video prompts and generate virtual world states as videos. Cosmos generations prioritize the unique requirements of AV and robotics use
This is actually kind of really cool. Yo, thinking about this, like, this is actually really fucking cool. Wait. Oh, AI is gonna replace everyone. Oh, but it's so cool.
World environments.
Oh, but it's gonna replace us all.
And object permanence.
Just wait, guys.
Developers use NVIDIA Omniverse to
I need to start hitting the gym so I can be ready to be an Arc Raider IRL.
Physics-based,
holy shit,
geospatially accurate scenarios. Then output Omniverse renders into Cosmos, which generates
Arc Raiders is actually going to come true. Oh my god.
Physically based synthetic data.
Yo, this is insane.
Whether diverse objects or environments, conditions like weather or time of day, or edge case scenarios. Developers use Cosmos to generate worlds for reinforcement learning AI feedback to improve policy models, or to test and validate model performance. even across multi-sensor views. Cosmos can generate tokens in real time, bringing the power of foresight and multiverse simulation to AI models, generating every possible future to help the model select the right path. Working with the world's developer ecosystem, NVIDIA is helping advance the next wave of physical AI.
I don't get any of this chat.
NVIDIA Cosmos. NVIDIA Cosmos, the world's first world foundation model. It is
meant, so Cosmos is meant to be able to render from a camera reality. So let's say I put a camera on a pair of wheels and I put Cosmo in there, and then maybe I put an Argent AI plus a Cosmo. Now that's my friend.
trained on 20 million hours of video. The 20 million hours of video focuses on physical dynamic things. So dynamic nature themes, humans walking, hands moving, manipulating things, things that are fast camera movements. It's really about teaching the AI, not about generating
When can
content,
I fuck it though? Can it teach me how to fuck better?
but teaching the AI to understand the
Can I fuck it? Will it teach me how to fuck better based off how well I fuck it?
physical world. And from this, with this physical AI,
And how realistic will the G-spot? Okay, I
there are
need
many
chill.
downstream things that we
I need
could
chill. I'm gonna get
do as a
off
result. We
YouTube,
could do
man.
synthetic data generation to
I need
train
chill. I need chill.
models. We could distill it and turn it into effectively the beginnings of a robotics model.
You can put your seed
have
in
it
me.
generate multiple physically
fuck?
based, physically plausible scenarios of the future. Basically, do a Doctor Strange. You could become.
Wait, what's my I got a like on this. I appreciate that. I can't change that. Oh, the person left. My heart.
Because this model understands the physical world. Of course, you saw a whole bunch of
I
images
loved
generated.
her.
This model understanding the physical world, it also could do, of course, captioning. And so it could take videos, caption it incredibly well, and that captioning and the video could be used to train large language models, multimodality large language models. And so you could use this technology to use this foundation model to train robots, as well as large language models. And so this is the NVIDIA Cosmos. The platform has an autoregressive model for real-time applications, has diffusion model for very high-quality image generation. It's incredible tokenizer, basically learning the vocabulary of real world, and a data pipeline so that if you would like to take all of this and then train it on your own data, this data pipeline, because there's so much data involved, we've accelerated everything end-to-end for you. And so this is the world's first data processing pipeline that's CUDA accelerated as well as AI accelerated. All of this is part of the Cosmos platform. And today we're announcing that Cosmos is open licensed. It's open available on GitHub.
W. Yo, I like that. I like that.
We hope that this moment, and there's a small, medium, large for
I'm putting a Cosmos in my next fuckbot.
very fast models.
Michael
mainstream
Reeves should
models,
make a sex bot with Cosmos.
and also teacher models, basically not knowledge transfer models. Cosmos World Foundation model being open, we really hope will do for the world of robotics and industrial AI what Llama 3 has done for enterprise AI. The magic happens when you connect Cosmos to Omniverse, and the reason fundamentally is this. Omniverse is a physics grounded.
Yo, I'm copying. Yo, I'm gonna tweet at Michael Reeves every single day till he makes one. Oh my god.
Not physically grounded, but
dude, I'm gonna get
physics
Michael
grounded.
Reeves to
It's
fucking.
algorithmic physics, principled physics simulation.
Dude, if
grounded
Michael Reeves sees it and actually makes a sex bot with Cosmos, I'll be
system.
so
It's
happy.
a simulator.
Oh
When you
my
connect
god, I
that
love
to
Michael Reeves
Cosmos,
videos.
it provides the grounding, the ground truth that can control and to condition the Osmos generation. As a result, what comes out of Osmos is grounded on truth. This is exactly the same idea as connecting a large language model to a RAG, to a retrieval augmented generation system. You want to ground the AI generation on ground truth. And so the combination of the two gives you a physically simulated, a physically grounded multiverse generator. And the application, the use cases are really quite exciting. And of course, for robotics,
His
for
mic is a
industrial
weird color.
applications, it is very, very clear.
It's like it's meant to be
This
invisible.
Cosmos plus Omniverse plus Cosmos represents the third computer that's necessary for building robotic systems. Every robotics company will ultimately have to build 3 computers. The robotic
You trying to look like a
system could be a
cyborg?
factory, the robotic system could be
Is
a
that
car,
aesthetic
it could be
today?
a robot. You need 3 fundamental
Cyberpunk?
computers. One computer, of course, to train the AI. We call it the DGX computer to train the AI. Another, of course, when you're done, to deploy the AI. We call that AGX. That's inside the car, in the robot, or in an AMR, or at the in a stadium, or whatever it is. These computers are at the edge and they're autonomous. But to connect the two, you need a digital twin. And this is all the simulations that you were seeing. The digital twin is where the AI that has been trained goes to practice, to be refined, to do its synthetic data generation, reinforcement learning, AI feedback, such and such. And so it's the digital twin of the AI. These 3 computers are going to be working interactively. NVIDIA's strategy for the industrial world, and we've been talking about this for some time, is this 3-computer system. Instead of a three-body problem, we have a 3-computer solution. And so it's the NVIDIA of robotics. So let me give you 3 examples. All right, so the first example is how we apply all of this to industrial digitalization. There are millions of
robot person, and then industrial robot, and ATM.
Factories, hundreds of thousands of warehouses. That's basically it's the backbone.
Is that an AI forklift?
Of a $50 trillion manufacturing industry.
Looks like an AI forklift.
All of that has to become software defined.
I've never seen an AI
All of it
forklift.
has to have automation.
Is this something Amazon has?
And all of it will be infused with robotics. Well, we're partnering with Kion, the world's leading warehouse automation solutions provider, and Accenture, the world's largest professional services provider, and they have a big focus in digital manufacturing.
Is who helps Amazon
to
automate
create something that's really special. And I'll show you that in a second. But our go-to-market is essentially the same as all of the other software platforms and all the technology platforms that we have.
I don't know.
Through the developers and ecosystem partners.
Did I close OBS?
Just a growing number of ecosystem partners connecting to
Where's
Omniverse.
OBS?
And the reason for that is very clear.
Oh, no, I thought I closed
Everybody
OBS. I was
wants to
terrified.
digitalize the future of industries.
I was like, I'm watching
There's
this
so
on
much
my own.
waste, so much opportunity for automation in that $50 trillion of the world's GDP.
I'd shoot
So
myself.
let's take a look at that.
Brain.
This one example that we're doing with Kion and Accenture.
This thing's so long.
Kion, the supply chain solution company. Accenture, a global leader in professional services.
WAD.
And NVIDIA are bringing
WAD.
physical AI to the $1 trillion warehouse and distribution center market.
Nice.
Managing high-performance warehouse logistics involves navigating a complex web of decisions influenced by constantly shifting variables. These include daily and seasonal demand changes, space constraints, workforce availability, and the integration of diverse robotic and automated systems. And predicting operational KPIs of a physical warehouse is nearly impossible today. To tackle these challenges, Kion is adopting Mega, an NVIDIA Omniverse blueprint for building industrial digital twins to test and optimize robotic fleets. First, Keon's warehouse management solution assigns tasks to the industrial AI brains in the digital twin, such as moving a load from a buffer location to a shuttle storage solution.
There we go.
The robot's brains are in a simulation of a physical warehouse, digitalized into Omniverse using OpenUSD connectors to aggregate CAD, video and image to 3D, LiDAR to point cloud, and AI-generated data. The fleet of robots execute tasks by perceiving and reasoning about their Omniverse digital twin environment, planning their next motion and acting. The robot brains can see the resulting state through sensor simulations and decide their next action. The loop continues while Mega precisely tracks the state of everything in the digital twin. Now, Keon can simulate infinite scenarios at scale while measuring operational KPIs, such as throughput, efficiency, and utilization, all before deploying changes to the physical warehouse. Together with NVIDIA, Keon and Accenture are reinventing industrial autonomy.
I like this. I like this. One day, not a single person in the United States or North America will have a job in a factory. I like this. Then what are we going to do with the less amount of jobs on the market?
That's incredible. Everything is in simulation.
Nothing's going to be in a warehouse or a factory anymore?
In the future, every factory will have a digital twin. And that digital twin operates exactly like the real factory. And in fact, you could use Omniverse with Cosmos to generate a whole bunch of future scenarios, and you pick.
You set up, I'm getting it now, you set it up in there. Oh my god, wait, this is actually kind of sick. Wait. Oh, wait, yo.
And then AI decides which one of the scenarios are the most optimal for whatever KPIs, and that becomes the programming constraints, the program, if you will, the AIs that will be.
Yo, this makes me want to be an engineer. Imagine if I set up a robot that sucked my dick while I'm live streaming. I would never have to masturbate again. Yo. I'd be able to kill two birds at one stone. You guys wouldn't even be able to tell. Oh my god.
Into the real factory.
And I could make a live stream me setting up the robot.
The next example, autonomous vehicles. The AV revolution has arrived. After so many years, with Waymo's success and Tesla's success, it is very, very clear autonomous vehicles has finally arrived. Well, our offering to this industry is the three computers: the training systems to train the AIs, the simulation systems, and the synthetic data generation systems, Omniverse and now Cosmos, and also the computer that's inside the car. Each car company might work with us in a different way, use one or two or three of the computers. We're working with just about every major car company around the world. Waymo and Zoox and Tesla, of course, in their data center. BYD, the largest EV company in the world. JLR's got a really cool car coming. Mercedes has a fleet of cars coming with NVIDIA starting this year, going to production. And I'm super, super pleased.
Wasn't I saying that there's going to be a company that's going to there's got to be a company that just makes this sort of software that just makes the cameras for autonomous? Who was I saying that to? Yo, I swear I was saying to someone that there's going to be a company that just makes all the software, all the hardware and software needed so that any car can do what a Tesla does. Like any car manufacturer, kind of like how there's Apple Play, CarPlay, Android CarPlay, Apple CarPlay, things like that.
We announced that today.
But instead for AI,
Toyota
I thought Apple's doing
and
that.
NVIDIA are going to partner together to create their next generation AVs.
Yo.
Just so many cool companies. Lucid and Rivian and Xiaomi and of course.
But Toyota.
Just so many different companies. Wabi is building self-driving trucks. Aurora, we announced this week also that Aurora is going to use NVIDIA to build self-driving trucks. Autonomous, 100 million cars built each year, a billion vehicles on the road all over the world, 1 trillion miles that are driven around the world each year. That's all going to be either highly autonomous.
It's like the Android of AI.
You know, fully autonomous coming out.
I like this.
So this is going to be a very large.
I like this.
I predict that this will likely be the first multi-trillion-dollar robotics industry. This business for us, notice in just a few of these cars that are starting to ramp into the world.
Trillion? That's a million millions, right? Oh my god, it is. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Our business is already $4 billion, and this year probably on a run rate about $5 billion. So really significant business already. This is going to be very large. Well, today we're announcing that our next generation processor for the car, our next generation computer for the car, is called Thor. I have one right here. Hang on a second. Okay, this is Thor. This is Thor. This is
very nice.
This is a robotics computer. This is a robotics computer. It takes sensors and just a madness amount of sensor information, process it, you know, umpteen cameras, high resolution, radars, lidars, they're all coming into this chip. And this chip has to process all that sensor, turn them into tokens, put them into a transformer, and predict the next path. And this AV computer is now in full production. Thor is 20 times the processing capability of our last generation Orin, which is really the standard.
Mjolnir, where are you? Am I no longer worthy? I used to be Diamond in Marvel Rivals on release in Season 0.
Of autonomous vehicles.
I was Diamond Thor.
So this is just really quite incredible. Thor is in full production. This robotics processor, by the way, also goes into a... And so it's in full production. This robotics processor, by the way, also goes into a full robot. And so it could be an AMR, it could be a humanoid robot.
Why are you talking like a
toddler? The brain, it could be the manipulator. This processor basically is a universal robotics computer. The second part of our drive system that I'm incredibly proud of is the dedication to safety. Drive OS, I'm pleased to announce, is now the first software-defined programmable AI computer that has been certified up to ASIL D, which is the highest standard of functional safety for automobiles. The only and the highest. And so I'm really, really proud of this. ASIL D, ISO 26262. It is the work of some 15,000 engineering years. This is just extraordinary work. And as a result of that, CUDA is now a functional, safe computer. And so if you're building a robot, NVIDIA CUDA, yeah. Okay, so now I told you I was going to show you what would we use Omniverse and Cosmos to do
I thought it's for Omniverse and Cosmos.
Of self-driving cars.
I thought you could use Omniverse and Cosmos for the robot. We're supposed to use
today, instead of showing you a whole bunch of videos of cars driving on the road, I'll show you some of that too. But I want to show you how we use the car to reconstruct digital twins automatically using AI and use that capability to train future AI models. Okay, let's play it.
The autonomous vehicle revolution is here. Building autonomous vehicles, like all robots, requires 3 computers. NVIDIA DGX to train AI models, Omniverse to test drive and generate synthetic data, and Drive AGX a supercomputer in the car. Building safe autonomous vehicles means addressing edge scenarios, but real-world data is limited, so synthetic data is essential for training. The Autonomous Vehicle Data Factory, powered by NVIDIA Omniverse,
Bro,
AI
that video is giving me anxiety, bro. Bro, it looked like he was gonna hit the guy that was working on the tar.
vehicles means addressing edge
Look at this.
scenarios, but real-world data
oh my god,
is
bro, it's giving me
limited,
anxiety.
so synthetic data is essential for training.
Holy shit.
The Autonomous Vehicle Data Factory, powered
Bro,
by
what the
NVIDIA
fuck?
Omniverse, AI models, and Cosmos, generates
my
synthetic
heart's,
driving
like,
scenarios
racing.
that enhance training data by orders of magnitude. First,
Like, bro could've lost his whole
Omnimap
leg
uses
there.
map and geospatial data to construct drivable 3D environments. Driving scenario variations can be generated from replayed drive logs or AI traffic generators.
This video game looks really realistic.
Next,
Whatever this is, this video game looks really realistic.
Neural reconstruction engine uses autonomous vehicle
What happened to Nvidia being a video game?
sensor logs
Doing video.
to create high-fidelity 4D simulation environments. It replays previous drives in 3D and
Yeah, why are there
generates
just random
scenario
people generating?
variations to amplify training data. Finally, Edify
Yo, why are there people why are they generating people in the road?
replays previous
Why is he just spawning
drives
in
in
the road?
3D and
Why are there
generates
just people just
scenario
spawning?
variations to amplify training data. Finally, Edify 3DS
Is that the schizo training data? What the fuck is that?
automatically
Holy
searches
shit.
through existing asset
Schizo driver methods training data. What the fuck?
libraries, or generates new assets to create sim-ready scenes. The Omniverse scenarios are used to condition Cosmos to generate massive amounts of photorealistic data, reducing the sim-to-real gap.
What's with all
And
those
with
X's?
text prompts, generate near infinite variations of the driving scenario. With Cosmos Nemotron Video Search, the massively scaled synthetic dataset, combined with recorded drives, can be curated to train models. NVIDIA's AI Data Factory scales hundreds of drives into billions of effective miles, setting the standard for safe and advanced autonomous driving.
Isn't that incredible?
Yes, I want a car that drives me around and it gives me a hand job. Yes! 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 This is a car for the people. For everyone. It's a car that gives head and drives you around while you're in the driving seat.
Take thousands of drives and turn them into billions of miles. We are going to have mountains of training data for autonomous vehicles. Of course, we still need actual cars on the road. Of course, we will continuously collect data for as long as we shall live. However, synthetic data generation using this multiverse, physically based, physically grounded capability so that we generate data for training AIs that are physically grounded and accurate and or plausible so that we could have an enormous amount of data to train with. The AV industry is here. This is an incredibly exciting time. Super excited about the next several
Does
years.
AV stand for automated vehicle? I think that's what it stands for.
Just as computer graphics was revolutionized such incredible pace, you're going to see the pace
Bro,
of
this
AV
sounds so
development
boring.
increasing tremendously over the next
This
several
shit
years.
sounds so boring. At least we can fuck it, right? Bro, we need to know when we can fuck it.
I think the next part is robotics. So
What was that show I watched that's like cyberpunk? Where the hotel has a gun. Is that The Matrix? What was that shit? Was it
Humanoid
cyberpunk?
robots?
The hotel literally had a gun. The hotel was literally an AI that had a gun. Might have been John Wick. Okay.
The ChatGPT moment for general robotics is just around the corner. And in fact, all of the enabling technologies that I've been talking about is going to make it possible for us in the next several years to see very rapid...
Was there John Wick where the hotel lobby had an AI with a minigun?
breakthroughs,
Some turds, like it's R-rated.
in general robotics. Now, the reason why general robotics is so important is whereas robots with tracks and wheels require special environments to accommodate them, there are three robots in the world that we can make that require no green fields. Brownfield adaptation is perfect. If we could possibly build these amazing robots, we could deploy them in exactly the world that we've built for ourselves. These three robots are, one, agentic robots, and agentic AI, because they're information workers. So long as they could accommodate the computers that we have in our offices, it's going to be great. Number two, self-driving cars. And the reason for that is we spent 100+ years building roads and cities. And then number three, humanoid robots. If we have the technology to solve these three, this will be the largest technology industry the world's ever seen. And so we think that the robotics era is just around the corner. The critical capability is how to train these robots. In the case of humanoid robots, the imitation
Are these lined up by which one's the smartest? Is the smartest one on the right, the dumbest one on the left?
Rather hard to collect. And the reason for that is, in the case of car, you just drive it. We're driving cars all the time. In the case of these humanoid robots, the imitation information, the human demonstration...
What if all those robots were hacked and all of a sudden start attacking him? Oh my god, what if there is a hitman and they hack the robots? Oh my god.
Rather laborious to do.
Not live on television.
We need to come up with a clever way to take hundreds of demonstrations, thousands of human demonstrations, and somehow use artificial intelligence and omniverse to synthetically generate millions of synthetically generated motions. And from those motions, the AI can learn how to perform a task. Let me show you how that's done.
Wait, there's actual robots.
Developers around the world are building the next wave of physical, AI-embodied robots, humanoids. Developing general-purpose
Oh, those hands don't feel like they'd feel good against me.
massive amounts of
They have good
real-world
mouths
data,
at least?
which is
No.
costly to capture and curate.
So where do I get to enter the robot?
NVIDIA Isaac GR00T helps tackle these challenges, providing humanoid robot developers with four things: robot
When can I fuck the robot?
foundation models, data pipelines, simulation frameworks,
Can we not?
and a Thor robotics computer.
Did they make a robot that's unfuckable?
The NVIDIA Isaac GR00T
I think if you're making a robot, it might as well be fuckable, right?
blueprint for synthetic motion generation is a
Am I wrong?
simulation workflow for
Maybe I'm wrong
imitation
about that.
learning, enabling developers to generate exponentially large data
Because
sets.
if you want the robot to be used for everything and to have multi-uses, you might as well give it sensors that have physical skin, have it like a touch, like it's like sensitive to touch. It can feel things. It can feel hardness. It can feel rough edges and things like that. Like it can give an artificial nervous
from a
system.
small
bro.
number of human demonstrations. First, GR00T Teleop enables skilled human workers to portal into a digital twin of their robot using the Apple Vision Pro.
Okay, never mind. Maybe
This
I
means
don't want to fuck my
operators can
robot.
capture data
I'm good
even
off
without
that.
a physical robot, and they can operate the robot in a risk-free environment, eliminating the chance of physical damage or wear and tear. To teach a robot a single task, operators capture motion trajectories through a handful of teleoperated demonstrations, then use GR00T Mimic to multiply these trajectories into a much larger data set.
Why did she let go of it?
Next, they use Group Gen,
She doesn't,
built on
she doesn't
Omniverse
let,
and Cosmos.
I think
for
the issue with me is she lets go of it without putting it down. So it like drops.
domain randomization and 3D to real upscaling, generating an exponentially larger data set. The Omniverse and Cosmos multiverse simulation engine provides a massively scaled data set to train the robot policy. Once the policy is trained, developers can perform software-in-the-loop testing and validation in Isaac Sim before deploying.
To me, it looks like
to
they're
the
just
real
changing the robot, not changing.
The age of general robotics is arriving.
See, what would sell me is if they showed them doing it without the robot dropping it.
By NVIDIA Isaac Group.
That'd be really cool.
We're gonna have mountains.
Because think about it, right? Like, imagine you get like this really nice, like, what's it called? This really nice steering wheel, and like it's machined, it's a black alloy, but like it's not like it's like painted, like it's painted, but like it's a really nice paint, and like it matches the alloy really well. And then there's scuffs on it because the fucking robot dropped it.
Data to train robots with.
I don't know. It's pissing me
NVIDIA
off, man.
Isaac Group.
Yo,
NVIDIA
fuck
Isaac
you,
Group.
Group.
This is our platform to
Fuck
provide technology elements to the robotics industry to accelerate the development of general robotics.
Yo, fuck Group.
And well, I have one more thing that I want to show you.
Yes.
None of this would be
almost done.
possible if not for this incredible project that we started about a decade ago. Inside the
It all started as a Jack Me bot. A bot that helps you jerk off. Oh my
company
god.
was called Project Digits. Deep Learning GPU Intelligence Training System. Digits. Well, before we launched it, I shrunk it to DGX. And to harmonize it with RTX, AGX, OVX, and all of the other X's that we have in the company.
NVIDIA RXT, RTX.
And it really revolutionized, DGX1 really revolutionized, where's DGX1? DGX1 revolutionized artificial intelligence.
PC.
The reason why we built it was because we wanted to make it possible for researchers and startups to have an out-of-the-box AI supercomputer. Imagine the way supercomputers were built in the past. You really have to build your own facility, and you have to go build your own infrastructure. And
Can you pick it up? I really want to see him pick it up.
And so we created a
I really want to see him
supercomputer
pick it up.
for AI development for researchers
I really
and
want to see what it looks
startups
like.
that comes literally one out of the box. I delivered the first one to a
I don't
startup
think it's
company
real.
in
I think this is a screen. I don't think any of this is real.
2016 called OpenAI, and Elon was there, and Ilya
No,
Sutskever
this looks
was there,
real.
and many of NVIDIA engineers were there, and we celebrated the arrival of DGX1, and obviously it revolutionized artificial intelligence and computing. But now artificial intelligence is everywhere. It's not just in researchers and startup labs. You know, we want artificial intelligence, as I mentioned in the beginning of our talk. This is now the new way of doing computing. This
So
is
are
the new
these
way
the
of doing
holes for when the never mind.
software.
When the laboratory workers and employees and the researchers get tired after a long day of work, is this where they relieve themselves of these holes?
Software engineer, every engineer,
I'm so
every creative
confused.
artist,
Where do you
everybody
fuck it?
who uses computers today as a tool will need a AI supercomputer. And so I just wish that DGX1 was smaller. And
like a pocket pussy. Yes.
you know, so
Good boy.
So,
is that one
you know,
pick up?
imagine,
No way.
ladies and gentlemen, our
Okay, I don't believe any of this is real. How did he do that? Wait, how did he do that? Now he's a magician?
this is NVIDIA's latest AI supercomputer.
What?
And it's finally called Project Digits right now.
Yo, fuck the Steam box. I want one of these.
And if you have a good name for it, reach
It's a
out to us.
pocket pussy.
Here's the amazing thing. This is an
But
AI
it has a personality.
supercomputer. It runs the entire NVIDIA AI stack. All of NVIDIA software runs on this. DGX Cloud runs on this. This sits, well, somewhere, and it's wireless or connected to your computer. It's even a workstation if you like it to be, and you could access it. You could reach it like a cloud supercomputer, and NVIDIA's AI works on it. And it's based on a super secret chip that we've been working on called GB110, the smallest Grace Blackwell that we make. And I have, well, you know what? Let's show everybody inside.
Yo. It's like red versus blue is coming to real life. Yo.
It's just so cute. And this is the chip that's inside. It is in production. This top secret chip we did in collaboration. The CPU, the Grace CPU, is built for NVIDIA.
Put that
in
inside
collaboration
me.
with MediaTek.
Put that inside me so I'm smarter.
Leading SoC company, and they worked with us to build this CPU. This CPU SoC.
Can you interface it with me so I'm smarter, like it's Cyberpunk?
NVLink to the Blackwell GPU, and this little thing here is in full production. We're expecting this computer to be available around May timeframe, and so it's coming at you.
Yo, guys, I'm calling it within my lifetime. We're going to see NVIDIA, Intel, AMD. All of them are going to make cybernetics. Even Apple. All of them are going to make cybernetics. I'm calling it. They're on the way. That's why they're making these little tiny chips. They're going to make cybernetics.
It's just
I'm calling it within my lifetime. I'm going to have an Apple Apple extra arm that fucking helps me defeat assassins or some shit.
You really...
For arc raiders. In arc
trying to
raiders.
figure out, do I need more hands or more pockets?
Yo, I'm actually so excited. This is so cool to me.
Imagine this is what...
Dude, as a kid, bro, tech has always been so cool to me, bro. Just watching this has been... I don't know how I'm 10 months late. This video literally came out 10 months ago. I'm so late. Oh my god. I'm so late.
Isn't this just... If we did NVIDIA company with chip-to-chip NVLink to the Blackwell GPU. And this little thing here is in full production.
DDR5?
We're expecting this computer to be available around May timeframe. And so it's coming at you. It's just incredible what we could do. And it's just, I think it's, you really...
He's checking which of his
pockets?
chip pockets.
All right, so imagine
That's not a chip.
This is what it looks like.
That's a remote. That's really cool.
Who doesn't want one of those?
He's got an iMac and one of those.
If you use PC, Mac, anything, because it's a cloud platform. It's a cloud computing platform that sits on your desk. You could also use it as a Linux workstation if you like.
Do you use it to play games for
you?
you?
If you would like to have double digits, this is what it looks like. And you connect it together with ConnectX, and it has nickel.
What? What did you
GPU Direct, all of that.
Whoa! What'd you just call me, buddy?
You connect it together.
Chill.
With ConnectX, and it has nickel. GPU Direct, all of that out of the box. It's like a supercomputer. Our entire supercomputing stack is available.
Nickel.
And so, NVIDIA Project.
Isn't that like a type of well, it's coin, but isn't it a type of metal? Isn't it an element?
Okay.
In the periodic table. Are those real robots?
Let me tell you what I told you.
I need to see them. Oh my god, they are real.
We are in production with three new Blackwells. Not only is the Grace Blackwell supercomputers, NVLink 72s, in production all over the world, we now have 3 new Blackwell systems in production. One amazing AI foundational world foundation.
Okay, my guess is he got the digit out of one of his pockets and then made it look like it disappeared on the thing, or it made like the thing just. That was how the production worked. Because there's no way it came from the screen.
Physical AI foundation
There's no way
model.
AI can now produce objects.
It's open, available to
That's so broken.
activate the world's industries of
Because
robotics and such.
I literally watched Fullmetal Alchemist. You cannot create matter without destroying matter. It's equivalent exchange. It's the law of equivalent exchange.
And three robots working on agentic AI, humanoid robots, and self-driving cars.
Okay.
It's been an incredible year. I want to thank all of you for your partnership.
No worries.
Thank all of you for coming. I made you a short video to
You're welcome.
reflect on last year and look forward to the next year.
You're welcome, buddy. No worries, buddy. Now what? Alright, that was good. Can I fuck this one? Is this AI? Is this an AI I can have sex with? The BMW group is using NVIDIA? Alright, chat. That was it. I'm gonna leave a like. All notifications. Alright, guys. I appreciate any and everyone that stopped by. Thank you guys. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Follow on Twitch, follow on Kick. I'm gonna be live tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. MST, 6:30 p.m. EST, and blah 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 blee blee blee. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. I appreciate your presence. And yeah, I hope you stop by again. Have a good night, y'all. Love y'all. Peace. Bye. Need to make it. There we go. And then, yeah, look at that. It's a heart. It's a heart for my stream because I love you guys. Just sweet little.